Welcome back, everybody, to Fast Pace for Headspace. I am here with the very, very talented Ryan Ford for the very final run of the marathon. But before that, I just want to quickly remind everybody why we are here. We are here raising money for Take This, the first mental health organization of its kind, raising awareness of mental health in the games industry. We have hit every marathon target that we've thrown at you guys. You've been incredible. And we have raised now a total of $3,681.70. I do have a quick donation to read before we go into this final run. We have $15.01 from Nihon Tiger, saying Team Donation Breaker, smiley face. And we do have a $66.69 donation, nice, from DashySwag92, with the comment spicy meme number. And it is my pleasure to say, for the final time in this tournament, Ryan Ford, take it away.
All right, hello everybody. So I'm back again. As introduced, I'm Ryan Ford. Yeah, so I'll be closing out this marathon with Mario RPG. So this probably will be a bit over 3 hours long. And so I assume that this won the incentive, right?
I can confirm that this won the incentive, so we're going to be taking the file name this.
All right. So y'all donated for it. Thank you very much for supporting this cause as well. So I'll get the timer started with the countdown from 3. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so got about a minute before I gain control of Mario. The first thing that I'm going to be doing in this run is you turn up my TV volume for a second. Alright, so I'm going to be doing an RNG manipulation in the first fight. So the 4 terrapins, they can attack like any number of times during their turn. So I'm going to try to manipulate the fight to get hit only once, hopefully. It loses about 2 seconds if you per extra attack that they do. And there actually is a manip to get 0 attacks, but it's a lot harder than the 1 strat. So like even like world record runs, they do the one manip instead of the 0. So they do specific movement, gaining control of Mario, which is not very hard. It's mostly straight lines for the most part. And then I have to watch what the how the enemy's arms are swinging here. Hopefully I got that. Never mind, I failed it. So yeah, just attack as fast as possible in that case. Might still get lucky and might not get hit that many times. Yeah, 2 punches, it's actually really good. Usually if I fail the manip, then if I get hit more than 3 times, then I usually reset. It's losing quite a bit of time at the very start of the run. But hey, got lucky anyway. So the reason that I use jumps, even though jumps are noticeably slower than punches during that, is that there's a hidden mechanic in this game where every 2 jumps that you use, Mario's jumps power increases by 1 permanently. So I think it caps at 255 uses when you do that. So there's actually a specific route for numbers of jumps used so that you're able to do enough damage on a certain boss in the mid-game. And yeah, so here's Bowser, so gonna use jumps twice on the chain here. So this fight's pretty much like a tutorial for being able to select different targets on the screen, even if they're not very noticeable. Like, you normally wouldn't think that the chain would be a target, so the game's kind of a tutorial. Or this fight's a tutorial on that. And yeah, since I'm playing in English, the run overall will probably be about 9 minutes slower compared to Japanese. But being able to read the items might hopefully make things easier for me a little bit as well. So I've got about 2 minutes of downtime, so yeah, if there's anything that sorry, anything that you wanted to say, Mendes, then
Yeah,
Go ahead.
absolutely. Always happy to get a little bit of downtime in the run to talk about some of the amazing people that we have to thank for this marathon.
Mhm.
So a big shout out and thank you to TGH, who is graciously giving us their channel to use this weekend to host Fast Pace for Headspace. He streams very late night Eastern time most days of the week. Feel free to follow this channel if you like 2D Zelda speedruns or just a chill atmosphere to hang out in. And of course, one of the other main people that we have to thank is Chill Hop Music for being the provider of all the music that you hear on stream between runs. Very nice, very chill music. A link to their website can be found below the stream in the panels if you want to check out their music label, or you can use the exclamation mark Chill Hop in chat to find out more. We are, of course, raising money for Take This, which is all about promoting their mission is to decrease stigma and increase the support for mental health in the games enthusiast community and in the game industry as a whole. So if they have any last minute donations, this is the very final run of the marathon. Please get them in. It would be fantastic to smash 4,000.
Indeed. Still got around 3 hours to get them in, so yeah, type exclamation point donate. That should send you a link as well. Oh, and with that, since we did break 3,600, we're gonna be watching the credits too. So thank you all for again supporting this. So definitely make sure to stick around for the credits because they're pretty nice. All right, well, I guess I'll just save. So the reason that I went to the save block is because after talking to that toad, if you try to leave without going on the save, he'll stop you and tell you that oh yeah, you should probably save. Just jump on this block. Which then, after he gives you that text, then you can leave, like, without having to save. But that text is longer in English, so it's actually faster to just jump on the save in English. In Japanese, you would take the text because it's a little bit faster. So yeah, there's quite a bit of downtime for the first 6 minutes before getting into a fight, into a proper fight. So, once I get into Mushroom Way, after this next series of dialogues, then oh, whoops, where am I going? Then so in this run, I don't want to get into any encounters aside from boss fights. So if you see me get into fights for the most part, it probably wasn't on purpose, and I'll likely try to run away from fights that are escapable as well. So we got to make sure to say no for this part because you get a tutorial on how to use items. And then the next yes or no question, you got to say no again. Otherwise, you'll get a tutorial on how to do timed hits. Which yeah, I should. It's actually a good time that I should talk about timed hits. So I'm sure a lot of y'all have played Paper Mario as well. But yeah, so there's like timed hits and timed blocks. So with most attacks, you're able to do timed hits by pressing any of the face buttons, actually, A, B, X, or Y, like a bit before you hit the enemy, and you'll either get an extra animation that will do more damage, or the attack will just be powered up itself. In this game particularly, there's actually full timed hits and half timed hits. So full timed hits is what we call like the perfect window, which usually is, for most moves, it varies, but it's usually like between a 5 to 7 frame window to get the full timed hit. And then half timed hit is usually if you're early or late outside of the full timed hit window by, it's usually around 5 to 7 frames outside that window. So most of the routing, you usually want to get full timed hits and full timed blocks. So if you get a perfect timed block, then most physical attacks will do 0 damage. So that one hammer time I got hit by earlier, it did 6 damage because I only got a half time block. So reason why that I was switching targets for attacking this boss particularly is that blue aura that he did, Valor Up. So when one of them dies, the other will do Valor Up, and they take half damage from all your attacks. So wanted to get them as close to death before using Valor Up. Otherwise, you wouldn't do enough damage to kill in 4 turns. So it does make the fight a little bit more risky because if your blocking is not very good, you could have a risk of dying. But it's not hard when you practice it. They also have a special attack called Hammer Time, which he threw the first time. So every Hammer Time is a 33% chance. So on average, you'll usually get like 1 or 2. When I was practicing, I got 3 every time, which is not very good luck. But you can also get 0, which is ideal, obviously. So I went to the shop out of the way to do that menu right away, because so this next cutscene with the dialogue coming up, at the end of it, if you don't equip items, then you would the Chancellor here would give you a tutorial on how to equip stuff. So if you already have things equipped, then it's like, oh, you already know how to equip your items. So so we combined doing the shop menu along with doing the equips together, so that it's all in one menu instead of doing the shop later and then pausing once as well. So it's a lot more dialogue coming up. Fortunately, the use of turbo controllers is allowed, so I'm actually just having I just have the A turbo on right now, so it's automatically mashing for me. This game actually has very good anti-turbo mechanics for like timed hits and timed blocks, because how I talked about, like, you know, you have to hit a certain timing window to get those hits and blocks. If you try to mash buttons to get the timing, it won't work. It'll if you press it more than once, the game will like lock you out of the window to be able to do it. So you can't just like cheese getting timed hits by mashing. So so the turbo controller really is like only good for like texting for mash. Sorry, mashing for text. I can speak. And yeah, if you forget to turn off the turbo, it can actually really screw you over in fights too, because you might like accidentally like do the wrong action at the start of a battle if you still have your turbo on, or you'll mess up your timed hit if you don't notice that you turned it off, you know. Right? Words are hard. Yo, Kumo, also thanks for that good luck. So yeah, here in the story is where Mallow was chasing Croco, so he's Croco stole his grandpa's rare frog coin, so he was chasing him to try and get it back, because he sent Mallow to buy him his favorite snack. So yeah, Mario saw that he was crying, and then he's deciding to help him out to try and get his frog coin back. Which, yeah, Mallow mentions that he is a tadpole, which well, we'll see later. So yeah, around after the next set of dialogue that comes up is kind of where more of the action starts in the run. So it definitely can be difficult if you like reset early to run than trying to get back to the first 15 minutes. It's like it's not like full cutscenes like the whole way through. Like there is like action and then like downtime and then action again and then downtime. Here I'm gonna take a safety save actually, just in case, because the RNG in this fight, like I will probably take some safeties if I need it from bad luck, but yeah, if things go like completely wrong and if my execution is poor too, then could be at risk of a death. So saving just in case. No, I'm pretty confident that I'll be fine, but you know, sometimes things happen. Alright, so for the movement here, so you want to jump on the left side of that flower so that you'll be facing towards that platform right away. You want to avoid grabbing that coin in the air, because when a new coin spawns after you grab that one, it causes a lot of lag. So it wastes time rather than jumping around. It wastes time collecting it rather than jumping around. So chase Croco down here. Then I'm gonna be trying to do a specific movement when I grab this star from this chest. Is gonna try a 2-frame jump off of a dog to hit a chest. And if I get it, then ah, crap, I missed it. So yeah, that chest that was up above him, you can get that and it has a flower tab, which increases your max flower points by 1. so you can use more special attacks. So yeah, jumping off that dog is a 2-frame window, and you have to also jump on him on a specific timing so that the chest is at the bottom of its oscillation, because the chest in the air is like hovering like up and down a bit. So if it's like closer to the top of its oscillation, it'll your jump off of the dog won't reach the chest. So you have to yeah, so you have to time when you get on him and also hit the 2-frame jump as well. Though usually I'm pretty consistent at it, but unfortunately I dropped it this time. Oh no, it's also a little bit different in English because of Crocco's text when entering that room is a bit longer, so the setup I would use in Japanese normally is like a little bit different. But that wasn't the reason I messed it up, I just missed the 2-frame jump itself this time. So that also means I can't do optimal strats because my I don't have 12 flower points for max. But what I'll be doing instead is trying to keep Mallow alive. Alright, that's good, because if Crocco threw a bomb at Mallow on that turn, because Mallow's not defending, you can't block the bombs, and the bomb would have killed him. So then I wouldn't be able to use Honey Syrup on this next turn coming up. Which, yeah, you need to use 2 Honey Syrups to restore your FP enough, while Mario just keeps jumping and getting a little more powerful while jumping every time. So this fight you need... I forgot the actual number of jumps you need. I think it's 8 in total. So next turn's the final one. And yeah, since I equipped the shirt onto Mario as well, then his defense is just, or his magic defense, I think, is just high enough that if Crocco throws a bomb at him, then Mario will survive 1 bomb with 1 HP. And Mallow doesn't have any equips on, but while he's defending, he can survive 1 bomb, at least. And then his regular attacks, you can block them. So if you get a perfect block, you'll just take 0 damage every time. So those bonus level ups, there's a specific route for it as well. So for Mario, every multiple of 3, for his level ups, every multiple of 3, I'll be giving him attack. And then every level that's not a multiple of 3, I give him special. So increasing his magic attack and magic defense. So I took another save there, because if I mess up this trick or get into an inner here, then I gotta reset. You can't escape any of these battles if you get into an encounter. This movement is always safe where you move up right away when entering that room, then move to the side. Because if you try to run straight for the door, you might one of the shysters might bounce onto you and get into an encounter. So maybe trying, it's called Mac Skip. Okay, I messed up. Alright, so that's a pretty big time loss, but try it again. So I'm gonna be, if you notice, I was using the wall to try and line myself up, where, to line myself up so that I could jump in a specific spot to jump on those shysters, because part of their hitbox you can stand on, but if you're not in the correct spot, you'll also hit the the trigger that triggers the boss fight to fight Mac. And the fight is really slow, so like it's slow because you're also really under-leveled, and he just has a lot of health in general. So you ideally want to do the skip instead. But yeah, I think every time I reset, it's probably like a 45-second time loss-ish, so... Alright, gonna take it really slow this time to make sure I don't mess up. There you go. Because after you beat Mac, then you're supposed to talk to this Chancellor here, and that triggers everything to go away. But yeah, if you jump over the trigger for the fight, then you can still talk to the Chancellor, and yeah, it gets rid of Mac and all his goons. You actually don't collect that star piece though, from never fighting Mac, but it doesn't really matter because the game, I think to beat the game, it only really checks for if you have the 7th star piece. So whenever I get like the star pieces menu, when you pause, like you'll see that you don't actually have the star piece settled. So I can't even show that off because the star piece menu is not there because I don't have that star piece yet. Alright, cool. So, got that second try at least, so not wasting too much time. Alright, so on to Carol Sewers. Yeah, I guess the first thing to know, so it is, when playing this game for like your first couple times, it actually is pretty confusing on where to go with all these pipes, but you know, of course, in speedrunning, you should know where to go. So the old route used to fight a mini-boss called Pandarite. So there's a chest to my right of where I came out of that pipe, and it's a booby-trapped chest with a mini-boss. We used to actually fight him for money. But, yeah, the new route, originally it was just called Skip Pandarite. Yeah, skips the fight. So yeah, I was kind of focusing on using that star there because I wanted to get 8 kills there. So in the sewers here, you get I think it's 2 EXP per kill with the star. So there is specific EXP routing so that you can be leveled up enough for a lot of the later game fights. And also for the skill swap glitch, which will be coming up way later in the run. So here's Balloon. So on the second turn, his attack won't be scripted, and he has a 33% chance to use Sleep Sauce. So if he does that, then that's bad. We want him to just like try to just like lick somebody. So physical attack. All right, he did the physical. Nice. Yeah, it loses like upwards of 12 seconds if he uses Sleep Sauce on the second turn, which happened in my PB. So I like always ahead after this fight whenever I'm doing runs. So yeah, same old with Mario, just using jumps all the time. And this is scripted, Scrofunk, so it's kind of like showcasing what statuses are like. So getting turned into a Scarecrow makes you unable to use your A and your X button. So you can't use physical attacks and you can't use items. So you can only use your special moves and defend, or run away if you're able to run in a fight. So these extra spells do waste a lot of time, so I ideally want him to just use physicals for the rest of the fight. But he's yeah, he's using spells. Usually on the second last turn of this fight, he'll usually eat Mallow as well. And if he does, then he's guaranteed to do a physical attack on the next turn. But since Mallow's asleep, he's not going to eat him. But he did use a physical to wake him up, so that's nice too. And yeah, then that last sleep sauce he used on Mario, since Mario has the Scarecrow status, he can't be put to sleep during that, so so it's good for protecting against that at least. And they're level 3, so giving Mario physical. With Mallow, I'm gonna be giving him so I gave him physical when he hit level 3. And I'm gonna be giving him HP at level 4. And then physical at level 5. And then the rest of the run we actually don't use Mallow, so we just give him HP because it's in the middle of the menu for the level up, so it's just the fastest one to pick. Alright, so Midas River. Probably will be a good time to like to read off donations if there are any. After I explain what's up. So I'm gonna be trying to grab all these frog coins on the way down, and you also, the first time you do Midas River, you get 1 frog coin if you get 60 coins in this minigame. So I'm gonna be trying to get exactly 60. Because if you get more than 60, there's an extra text box, which I think loses about a second in English. I think it's like 40 frames in Japanese. Saying that he'll hold on to the rest of your coins. And if I get less, then I won't get the frog coin. So I have to like get a backup one somewhere else, which will lose probably like upwards of 15 seconds. So every row of 4 coins, I'm going to just be on this side. I'm going to be skipping the last one, unless if there's a fish in the way. And then that should give me exactly 60 if I got 13 going down the waterfall. So yeah, if there's any donations, go ahead.
Well, one thing I do want to say is that watching this run is making me realize that I really need to play Super Mario RPG again. But we have raised over $3,600 for Take This, and I just want to kind of talk about what that money is going to actually go towards. Take This has a mission to decrease the stigma and increase the support for mental health in the game enthusiast community and inside the game industry in general. And some of their key programs are really like well worth supporting. So they do AFK rooms and AFK online at both in-person and virtual conventions, which is like a staffed mental health space that they started back in 2014. They do workshops, training, consulting services focused on mental health literacy, maintaining good boundaries, and supporting employees through tough times. And they have a streaming ambassador program for promoting mental health in the wider streaming community. And all that money that we have raised this marathon and any last minute donations that you have, please get them in, because it will all go towards fantastic programs that Take This puts together.
All right, thank you. Also, I moved up to the top of that rock to move the camera up a little further. As it saves a bit of time instead of going onto the trigger and having the camera pan up slowly. Yo, Pidge. What's up? Yeah, she's the one who taught me how to speedrun this game, actually. My very first speedrun back in 2018 in the summer. So, yeah, I guess I can ramble a bit while there's downtime here. So basically, I was doing a casual playthrough in April 2018, and then she offered to teach me how to run this. She's like, "Yeah, this game's pretty easy to pick up, and I can definitely show you how." So I said I would take her up on it when I have some free time, and then I was competing a lot in Smash Bros. Melee events at the time, but then around May that year, I lost my sponsors because they had to declare bankruptcy, and then so they couldn't fund the players basically. So then I wasn't traveling that much around the summer. So then I hit her up and I was like, "Yo, are you still down to teach me this game?" She's like, "Oh, hell yeah!" And I was like, "All right." So since we both live in Toronto, then yeah, I went to her place like four times during that summer, and then taught me the run bit by bit. She had like a TV on top of the TV I was playing on, and was explaining like strats and mechanics, and then also like, "Here, watch what I do and try to copy this." So it was pretty dope. So always appreciate it. And yeah, we've known each other from the Smash Bros. Community since like, it's been a long time, 2011, I think. Oh, and I had to say no there, otherwise Frogfucius is gonna repeat, so. Yeah, I'm sure that if you grinded, you could definitely bot my time. I do plan to try and grind this for like a 248 at some point, but I don't know, I've been having fun picking up a bunch of other games, so I have like so many goals for so many different games, so it's like, I'm just trying to like pick at them one by one, you know? So yeah, here's the reveal that Mallow is not a tadpole. So he was about to cry, and Frogfucius was like, "Yeah, it's no time to cry," but I'm sure that going with Mario will you'll be able to find out like where you're actually from. Oh yeah, and Pinch also has been like doing a crap ton of work for the update for the Super Mario RPG Rando. So I'm really hyped for when that's finished. There's gonna be like tons of new stuff to work with. So spent frog coins there to buy that sleepy bomb I'm gonna be using on like the second last boss. So I'm gonna have that in my inventory for like, like over 2 hours basically. And then I bought an Energizer, which I'm gonna be using on the next boss, and gonna hope that it freebies, which I forgot to mention about freebie mechanics. So when you use an item, a consumable item in your inventory, there's a chance that a text will come up that says "got a freebie." So you just literally get another one. Yeah, it's like a percentage chance depending on the item. So when I used all those honey syrups in the last couple fights, then I was hoping that I would get freebies with the honey syrups, which I actually wasn't paying enough attention to if I did get any freebies or not. I know during Croco 1 I didn't get any, but during Balone, I'm not sure if the fourth one I used freebie or not. I actually wasn't paying attention. So I grabbed those 4 extra coins back in that other part because it's a backup route for if you don't get any freebies with the honey syrups. Which, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a 50-50 for honey syrups, whether you'll get a freebie or not. It's either 50-50 or it's 25%, but actually not too sure. Alright, and so here's Rosetown. So going in through the chimney here, you got a flower tab and a invisible block. There's a ton of those around the world. So to get that frog coin. And for the new route, buying fearless pins, which will give immunity to fear status, which fear makes your attacks do fear status makes your attacks do half damage, and you take 50% more damage from attacks. So old route used to buy wake up pins, which were directly above those fearless pins in that shop menu, to prevent yourself from being put to sleep, and also gives you immunity to being muted, which mute just makes you unable to use your special attacks. So unfortunately we can't cover all the statuses at once at this point of the game, so kind of have to pick your poison and hope that you don't get like screwed by the one that you're vulnerable to, which may happen. We'll see. So there I said no to the kid when he asked if I was really Mario, because he would ask you to prove it, and then you have to jump to prove it, so it's like extra text and an animation, so it's just faster to say no. Don't lie to kids, though. So yeah, there's gonna be a pretty long cutscene coming up after Mario gets knocked unconscious as well, so I'm pretty much gonna have my hand off the controller entirely for a bit. Also, make sure to stay hydrated, folks. Chat, at some point in the run, you might see me leave for more water, but we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Yo, just incredible. The world record holder for this game as well. The only runner to have a 246. And been so close to 245 a bunch of times as well. So yeah, especially when I was newer to running this game, then Justin is like giving me a ton of tips when watching me do runs as well. So yeah, definitely a helpful community. It's like super dope. So Uchi Matador, I said that he's not a tadpole. Sorry for the late reply, though. So yeah, a lot of times in the run, usually during this cutscene, it's like a good time to... Yeah, like, I usually leave to get, like, water refilled or to use the restroom if needed. Usually depends. Alright, so we go through this text first, and then I'm going to actually take a safety save back upstairs. So during this text, you actually can't leave until you can see him like right at the door, but you gotta wait for all this text to finish. But I'm gonna go upstairs first, just to save again, because... So I'm gonna be doing Wiggler jumping in the forest maze. Which, the banger music coming up that everyone knows. Everyone that's played this game knows, at least. And so I want to get 7 frog coins from this Wiggler. So I need to bounce on it 10 times to get a frog coin, and I want to get 7 frog coins. So there's 6 different paths that the Wiggler can take when moving. You can either kind of go in like straight lines around the stump, or you can zigzag in 2 different ways. And he can either start going in front of the stump or behind the stump with the 3 different patterns. 3 each different patterns. So, I think ideally, while straight lines are just easier to execute. I don't know if like zigzagging goes faster or something, but... Okay, I also lost count while I was rambling. So I either have 4 or I have 5. I'm not too sure. I'll pause to check anyway. It's not like I'm going for like a PB attempt or something currently. Okay, I need one more. I have 11. So yeah, it's very easy to, if you mess up, you can get into an encounter like pretty easily on those wigglers. And if you get a wiggler, an encounter that has 2 wigglers, and your runaway fails twice. If they both use a sandstorm, then if the sandstorms don't miss, then you're probably dead. So yeah, it's like a chance that you can just get like bad enough RNG, like if you get into the encounter that you can die. So that's why I took the safety save in case. And doing platforming with the isometric view is kind of it can be hard sometimes, and like some of the hitboxes are like a little jank. You know, Amber and TGH, since they run Sonic 3D Blast, I definitely know about isometric platforming. So for reference. So gonna save again after I grab that red essence for this next boss fight coming up. There is actually a chance that could get an unwinnable pattern. It's like pretty rare. I think I've had it happen like twice ever in a run. But you never know, like this could be the day. So that last path didn't have Geno showing, but you always go to the right on that one. Isometric platforming should never be mandatory. Yeah, see, Amber knows. Mipping. I actually have no idea what that is. I'm sure I'll learn in a bit, though. Oh, I forgot to mention the Bruce Lee reference that Mallow makes when Mario was like swinging his fist. I heard about that pitch. I think from Void. Trying to do strats from like 4 different routes. Holy moly. Oh, that sounds so obnoxious, actually. Platforming nice in an isometric manner. I complain about it at some points of this run. Like there's a whole mini game with like isometric platforming, and like it's so easy to like bonk or like fall off in that platforming mini game. Hopefully it won't happen. It unfortunately doesn't lose much time if you fail as well, so we'll see. So yeah, about to get started in this fight. The strat here. So pretty much with Geno, I'm going to be using Geno Beam. Pretty much the whole fight until he runs out of FP. There will be a slight difference in strats, just a little bit. So I'm hoping to get the Energizer freebie. So when I practiced, the 2 times here I got back to back. I got the freebie here, and then I got the freebie on Croco 2 after. And the last practice run I did, like around an hour ago, then I freebied 2 more Energizers on his face. On Punchinello. So I don't know. Even though that part doesn't save time, but it's just absurd luck. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't freebie it this time. It's a 25% chance, if I recall correctly. And yeah, so the mechanics with Boyer here locking the buttons. So there's a certain amount of points depending on what actions you do. And when you reach a certain threshold of points, he locks a specific button. So just defending with Mario and Mallow, and then using Geno Blasts to have him lock the X button, which is your items. So that I'm still able to keep using Geno Blasts while he was boosted from the Energizer that I threw onto him. So he's doing 50% more damage. I'm getting pretty good luck with Boyer here, because he can either use his physical, which he just shoots an arrow, like that, or he can use 2 different spells, which is oh, whoops. So I'm gonna actually use attack here and jump with Mario to do a gamble for the next part. So yeah, I can use Lightning Orb, which is the slowest spell. It's also his weaker spell of the 2, and then he can use Bolt as well, which I think compared to him using a physical, it loses about 3.5 seconds, and then Lightning Orb loses like 5.5 seconds. Okay, cool, he used the physical here. So when he locks the Y button after I did that weird turn order, then he has a 33% chance to use a sleepy arrow. He says goodnight. And if he puts Geno to sleep particularly, then that's a huge time loss. Him using the spell already loses, I think, about 7 seconds. And then if he puts Geno to sleep particularly, then you can't finish off the fight until he wakes up. So you can lose a lot more time. Which happened in my PB as well. So I often have like I often save like upwards of 15 seconds like in this fight on my current splits. Unless if I get like similar luck. Geno uses ultimate move. Alright, so yeah, also that level up just now with Mallow, so yeah, I gave him HP there, because now that I think his HP is like 34, so when I fight, well, spoilers, I'm gonna fight Croco again as the next boss fight, and during the first phase, again, he can still throw bombs, and he's more likely to actually throw bombs this time, and if he hits Mallow with a bomb, Mallow will survive it with 1 HP. Thanks to that HP bonus. If he throws it at Mario, Mario's going to get 1 hit killed, unless it misses. So ideally, you don't want that to happen. And then, I think Geno can survive like 3 of them, so... ideally, Croco will have only like 2 turns in his first phase, so... only like a chance to throw 2 bombs. You might have a 3rd turn if he kills Mario turn 1. Or potentially if he kills throws like 2 bombs in a row at Mallow, then maybe it'll go 3 turns. Or if I just mistime any of my timed hits, which we'll see if that happens or not. So shopping menu, should have probably pulled up my notes for this one. So sell 3 Caracolas and the flower box. And then buy all the weapons, 4 work pants, and a mid mushroom. And then equip almost all that stuff that I bought. So yeah, the fearless pins are on. It's 2 bosses from now. There's a chance you can get hit by Sandstorm, which also causes fear. So at least Geno and Mallow will be immune to it, so it won't lose as much time if they get feared. Whereas in the old route, if it happened, it was like a 20-second time loss, because you needed to cure the fear on your party members. Just to not be doing a low amount of damage for 3 turns. Oh, also, thanks for that raid, by the way. Okay, yeah, some more dialogue going down. Pretty much just say yes to these 2 yes or no options coming up. So yeah, there's 2 kids named Dinah and Mike that went into the mines even though it's dangerous to go. Their parents warned them not to go. So yeah, they went into the mines and now they're missing. So the village is like panicking. and trying to like find the kids and rescue them. So now that Mario popped up, and they're asking if he can help. So jumping into that spring knocks out Mario, and then Croco will steal all of Mario's coins. And then you can also fight his minions, which they'll give you a flower tab when you beat them, or if they run away. But that's slow, and we don't need to fight them, so just gonna be trying to get to Croco ASAP. So the movement's not really tough to like chase him down, so just gotta avoid these enemies. And there you go. So 2 different strats. So again, with Mario's jump gradually increasing in power, his jump is a little bit weaker than his physical attack, and the animation is slower than his regular attack. So Croco does have kind of high evasion, and of course he threw a bomb at Mario turn 1. Not surprising. So if Mario was alive, you could either choose to use regular attacks, which is faster, but you have a chance to miss, or you can use jump, which will never miss, but it's a bit slower. But it's like, you know, consistent damage, because you'll never miss versus Croco. And missing definitely happens, like, quite often. Alright, so here's phase 2. So he steals all your items, actually, and Mallow's at 1 HP, so hopefully I can keep him alive, just to have more damage output. So this chomp attack is slow, but you can actually block it, too. It does quite a lot of damage, actually, if you don't block it, so... Oh, there's a miss. Hey, there's a physical. That's nice. Another miss. Alright, so this is not good. So yeah, in like, when you're going for PB attempts, like, because Croco is like such a roller coaster in terms of RNG, like, he can definitely waste a lot of time, like, if he's like constantly searching his bag, or if your attacks like miss a lot, then you can lose a lot of time. Which, yeah, for me on average, like, compared to my PB, I like usually... The fight was pretty bad, but I still usually lose time or save like a very small amount of time. Even though I have like a very large like possible time save on that split. So I've had 3 misses, which is pretty unlucky. So he also has a 25% chance to drop a flower box when you win the fight. He didn't drop one, unfortunately. So the flower boxes are worth 500 coins. So if you use them, they increase your maximum FP by 5. Or you can also sell them for 500 coins. So if he drops it, then it's pretty huge to sell. So I kind of hope that he drops it, but he didn't. So just how it be. So yeah, I gave the Croco dropped the bomb while giving back your coins and stuff. So use that bomb to blow up the wall to get further into the mines. So this star is kind of dangerous for EXP route because Bob-Omb's movements are kind of jank. And already this is not good. Alright, cool. I got the backup at least. Because if I killed all the Bob-Ombs that I was supposed to, then I would have just ended up not killing one of those last Bob-Ombs. So you give Gino HP here because his first 2 level ups, you want to give him HP so that he can survive a later boss fight. Oh man, such bad RNG, and I had execution errors in addition to that. So there's an unintended encounter. Managed to get away, fortunately. So every attempt to escape from a fight, it's just a 50-50 whether you'll run away or not. So fortunately, I got it 3rd try. Otherwise, all those enemies were gonna attack and waste a ton of time too. So you gotta... If you run right in front of Punchinello, he'll push you out of the room. So you can jump over that trigger or go behind him and get into the encounter. So Punchinello, just gonna be using physical attacks the whole time. Just trying to do full-time hits. And then try to just block his regular attacks and block these bob-ombs that are gonna eventually explode. So yeah, the bob-ombs will get bigger in size through the later phases and will start doing more damage. It is random how many of them attack per turn. Like, you can have like 0 of them attack, or maybe all 4 of them. Or anything in between. So additionally, Punchinello has a 1 in 7 chance to use Sandstorm. He only has enough FP to do it once in the fight though. So if he does that, the animation's kind of slow, so it loses time. And additionally, if it hits Mario, then Mario will have fear. So again, his attacks will start doing half damage for 3 turns. Oh, I half-timed Gino's attack there. Whoops. I'll probably have to do 1 extra attack for this fight. So Punchinello gets about 5 turns, and it's all 1 in 7. Oh, there's a Sandstorm. So I think if I'm in this phase, I don't want to cure Mario's fear, actually. But if he did it really early in the fight, then you want to use an Able Juice to cure Mario's fear. And yeah, well, the able Juice for the most part is for it's mostly just to cover getting bad RNG. So if I have any of them left when I do the big menu when I get to Seaside Town, then I'm gonna be selling all of them. And then whatever is used is just used. Mario needs a break for getting TKO'd by a doll. Rocket punched right in the dome. Alright, so for anyone that's played through this game, I want you all to take a bet on what time am I going to get in this minecart minigame coming up. The best I've ever done is like a low-mid 156. And I've had some that were as disastrous as like a 210, so probably want to bet within that range. 156 to 210 probably. I think like every mistake that they make will usually cost about 1.5 seconds. But I'm aiming for sub 2. 169. That'd be a rough one. Alright, got the bets coming in. Alright, so before I was trying to think of the mechanics. Okay, yeah. So I'll explain the mechanics first, and then I'll probably pass it to Mendez for a bit while I'm chilling. Or while I'm chilling and doing the run. So basically, the controls are B is to jump, A or Y is to use the brakes, and X is to use your boost. And then I guess you can use L and R to conk your horn. So I'm gonna be getting mushrooms for boosts and kind of be routing out when to use them for the most part. So whenever there's hairpin turns or when you use a boost and you're about to hit a turn, you need to use your brakes to not fall off. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the first and third rings. So yeah, Mendez, if you got anything, by all means.
Oh, I can always find something to say over here. So, if you have just joined us, we are running the Fast Pace for Headspace Marathon. We are on the final run of the marathon. We have raised over $3,600 for charity. Any last-minute donations, please get them in. They go to a fantastic cause. We are on TGH's channel. We want to give a big shout-out and a thank you to TGH, who is graciously giving us his channel to use this weekend to host the marathon. He streams very late nights on Eastern Time, most days of the week. Feel free to follow this channel if you like 2D Zelda speedruns, or just, you know, generally a chill atmosphere to hang out in.
Ah! Gamer noises. Decided to turbo off of that ledge for some reason. It's a pretty big misexecution. But hey, it makes for suspense. Will I get the sub too or not after that mistake? But yeah, I definitely recommend following this channel too. Like, usually when I'm like getting ready for bed or if I just can't sleep, like I'm pretty often working PGH's channel. It's got really good content in general, and as someone who likes the Zelda franchise, it's definitely a great place to stop by. So, alright, gonna play this part a little safe. Okay, I think I'm probably gonna get like barely a sub 2. Unless if I somehow mess up this room, but this is like one of the easier rooms. Though also I want to try to collect as many of those coins as I can. Like, it's not really that big of a deal if I miss any. Or miss too many, but hey, 159.95. Narrowly the sub 2. It wasn't really close though. I know y'all were worried. I'm kidding. I thought I was gonna barely not get sub 2 minutes after that. I wasted the mushroom and crashed, so it was like an even bigger time loss from that one mistake was basically worth like 2 mistakes, like in terms of time loss. So I thought it would mean that I would barely not get sub 2 because of that. But yeah, more dialogue. It's gonna be quite a bit for this part. So this talking, then when I walk out of the door, it's gonna be more dialogue, setting up for where the next place is to go, pretty much. Hey, thanks for the compliments, yo. Oh, something that I forgot to mention way back during the Geno cutscene. Yeah, in terms of like mental health discussions, so I had been listening to a podcast over the last like 2-3 months. Yeah, late August, so yeah, like three-ish months currently. Called Fundamentally Human, and originally I found out about the podcast is because a friend of mine that I've known from my local like Smash Bros. Melee community named Windrose, he tweeted because he was on a episode which that topic was covering about ADHD, which it was the first time that they had 2 guests for the podcast. So yeah, so I saw his tweet about it, and then I like listened to that episode, and then I was interested enough to listen to all the remaining ones, covering like again various mental health topics like drug and addiction, like yeah, the ADHD topic that I talked about. There's also another person from the Smash community that was on a recent episode, like about because he recently became a top player, so he was just talking about like mentality and like how to like handle pressure when competing and stuff like that. So yeah, some of them are like more lighthearted, and some of them are like pretty heavy topics as well. So yeah, definitely recommend it just because it's like discussions that are normally like not talked about because of like, you know, stuff that's like stigmatized and like things like that. So yeah. Anyways, that's my little ramble about it. So yeah, I had to say no there when I got Bowser, because since you can only have 3 party members in a battle, I wanted to give a tutorial on how to swap allies, and it can cost like, I think it costs like a minute if you say yes to that, so it's like a pretty bad run killer. So yeah, at this point, now that I got Bowser, I'm gonna actually not be using Mallow for the rest of the run in this route, so Mallow's gonna be taking a back seat and big chillin'. So yeah, I love the music here and the movement in this area too. So skip that switch over there, because in the old route we used to activate that switch to get access to the booster pass secret area to get some items for money, pretty much. But the new route, we don't do it anymore, though. Because this route's more so going all in on freebie luck for items that are going to come up later on in the run. So this checkerboard room, I really don't want to get into an encounter here, because you can't run away from the fights here. So it loses like upwards of half a minute if you get into encounter. Because the enemies that you encounter there also are faster than your party, so they get to go first, and their attacks are really slow. So it can lose like 30 seconds or like 45 minutes, even, depending on what happened. Wait, I said 45 minutes. 30 seconds or 45 seconds, sorry. I've been tripping on words. So, yeah, you can just run out of this room when Booster's throwing his bombs down. Usually people hide behind, like, underneath where Booster's train tracks are there. And then they hide and let the bombs explode. And then you'll actually get, like, different dialogue. And, like, Booster will still be sad about, like, not hitting you with the bombs, pretty much. But it's faster to just leave and trigger the text. So now I've got a pretty long minigame coming up now. So basically, stories that Princess Peach. So when Mario, Peach, and Bowser all got flung out of the castle during that fight that I did at the beginning, so they all got flung in like different directions, and Peach landed on Booster's tower, and now Booster's trying to marry her. So he's trying to do like an enactment of the wedding with dolls. So. A Mario doll is missing, which you can see is like up on the top of the curtains that I'm behind. So he's gonna send his snippets to try and like look behind the curtains to try and find the doll. So the goal is to avoid getting caught, and you do get an item as a prize if you do complete this minigame. So I think if you fail it 3 times, then you end up having to fight them. And yeah, with the isometric view, the hitboxes are kind of weird, so as you can see, like, half my body was sticking out, but I didn't get caught. So, can kind of mess around with that. I could stand out even further than this, but I don't want to really mess around with it and waste a lot of time getting caught. And you have, like, nearly, like, 2/3 of your body, like, sticking out from here. Rooster's pain tree. Pain Man's watching. Oh, whoops. I didn't have a turbo on. I thought I did. So it took a while to clear the text. So the anti-viewer strats is to have your jump turbo on and just keep jumping around too. You want to annoy your viewers a little bit. So yeah, I think this song is supposed to be like a remix of you know the bonus minigames in Mario Bros. 3? Even though it sounds kind of different. Yeah, so I couldn't find it. So yeah, I know in the tasks, they actually like lose the minigame. It's faster to lose the minigame and just fight them. But yeah, for RTA we do it to get that amulet. Oh crap! I skipped the text, but if you notice that it said this for the password to open the door. That was what y'all donated for, but I forgot to turn off the turbo because I wanted to like show it briefly. I was like the tiniest bit too slow. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. But yeah, again, thank you all for donating and voting for the file name too. All right, so I'm saving here to do another RNG manip. So first thing, when jumping on that save block, I needed it to be at the top of its oscillation when it was hovering up and down. And with this, I'm going to try to manipulate this boss fight to be able to use rock candies and have it freebie. If I lose the rock candy, then I'll have to do like the whole backup route. Which I'm going to take off my headset because the manip is like mostly through audio cues. But yeah, for the parts that I need to listen to, I'll probably abruptly just be quiet. That was too early? Really? Alright, it's fine. So, I at least got to keep the rock candy. It's like, I'm a little bit tempted to, like, reset to show it off, but it's fine. I at least still have the rock candy, so I can kind of show off part of the optimal route. So I'm using Fire Orb here, because when I use Terrorize with Bowser, it also caused the fear status on both of them, so it does a pretty massive amount of damage. It does the same amount of damage as like the rock candy, except the animation's way slower. A bit unlucky that Mario got put to sleep there. So I fake that this won't kill. Oh, never mind. The sleep bubble is just slow. So, alright, not the worst. I at least kept the rock candy and was able to get one use of it. I was going to be doing the 2 rock candy strat for freebies. So there's a 2 rock candy strat, 3, and 4. 4 rock candy is like way faster than 2 and 3. And 3 is like barely faster than 2. So, yeah. Yeah, Mario's turn got skipped since he got put to sleep, which is actually pretty good. So I need the audio again for this part. So if chat wants to guess how many flowers I'm gonna get, anywhere between 0 and 16. Alright, that's 3. Oh, the cloud. Yeah, the cloud flying by is random, so... I reacted to the cloud when I heard the sound of the barrel coming up. So I jumped early. Alright, cool. Yeah, and the barrel's coming out. When there's more than one of them coming out, later phases, then it's random. It's random, like, where they'll come out. So if you stay on the right side, you can react to the one coming out on the right, but the middle and the left are, like, not really reactable. So when the 2 barrels were coming out, then ideally you wanted, like, one of them to come out on the right, which most of the time it didn't, unfortunately. So this last part, the sniffets, yeah, so jump on the sniffets and move yourself forward to touch Peach. In practice, I got only like 9 flowers before I started this run. Which, like, usually I get double digits, but yeah, sometimes I have some rough ones. I wasn't counting how many I got, but I think I probably got like 11 or 10. Yeah, 10. There you go. So if you guessed 10, your prize is... pat on the back. Alright, gonna take another safety save here for Bunt. So if you run this game, Bunt is pretty notorious for, like, being a run killer. Not so much for killing you, but just like Croco 2, he can, like, lose you so much time, like, and have it, like, not be your fault. So yeah, RNG. Like, it's not uncommon that you can just, like, lose a minute and a half for, like, no reason in this fight. No winners! I'm sorry that I was too bad. Yeah, the perfect 16 flowers, it's pretty rare. I think only, like, 5 runners have ever done it. Including myself. I don't know, it could be more than 5, but, When I first started running this, I thought there was only 4 runners. What the heck? My D-pad. What happened there? I was holding down and right, but I went only down, so I exited the room. That also happened in practice, to be too. I've never had that happen in a run as like some kind of error, but back to back, it's happened now. Hey, more raids. Yo, sound defense. Thanks a lot. Now that's a familiar face. Yeah, so this minigame here can also be pretty obnoxious with the snowflakes. So they can move kind of any which way, and the benches on the sides, they can like jump over those as well, which can be pretty rough because the snippets move faster than you. So generally the strat is to stay in the middle of the aisles and then try to have them come to you, or hope that they come to you so you can talk to them, because if you try to chase after them, they might just outrun you and like jump over benches and stuff. What also can sometimes lose an amount of time is that they kind of have like a predetermined amount of times that they're going to jump over a bench if they plan to jump over it. So if they start jumping over the benches as you like activate like talking to one of them, then the game has to finish like the snippet jumping over the benches how many times before the text will start. So sometimes you could just be sitting there for like 5 seconds when you've like interacted with one of them. Yo, thanks, sound defense. Yeah, hopefully I don't take up too much of y'all's time with this run. So far there's been only like one like really bad mistake, so it's not the worst. So yeah, get the kiss. If you get any of the alternate kiss cutscenes, then that means you were pretty slow. Like Bowser kissing Mario, or Bowser and Booster kissing Mario. So yeah, it's dependent on how many of those torches light up, or those candles light up. They start lighting up more the longer you take during the minigame, which I only had one light up because I was pretty fast. Alright, chefs. Kind of obnoxious to block their attacks. I kind of use an audio cue for timing blocks. It's really bad to half time a block with Geno or Mario especially. Geno more so. Mario, it can be really bad if you get like bad RNG on phase 2 of this fight, which is pretty likely to happen, so we'll see. So Cake is moving. So yeah, pretty much gonna need one more timed hit to activate the second phase. So to talk about the phase, I'm gonna be doing untimed attacks on the so red essence here with Mario. Makes him invincible for 3 turns. Oh, and that freebie! Wow, that's like really rare. It's like a 1% chance to get that freebie. And I have like a less than like 4% rate in runs of getting that freebie, so yeah. Alright, so yeah, the 5 candles will light up. Every time you hit them with an attack, one of the candles will blow out. If you hit him after all the candles, hit him once after all the candles are blown out, then his head will die. So we wanted this specific turn order so that Geno and Mario will go first at the start of this phase. There's an extra fire? Uh-oh. And then yeah, the candle will relight. When he gets his turn, one candle will relight. So if you get like bad luck and the turns go longer, then it can be really devastating for time. So ideally you want to have a 3-turn phase, but it's not uncommon to get like 5 turns. If like Geno dies, or if Bowser or Geno gets put to sleep, like stuff like that. Okay, Geno's dead, unless if this misses him. Oh, and the lullaby, that might be an extra punish. 50-50. Will Bowser get put to sleep, or will it unaffect Mario? Oh, unsurprisingly. So, pick me up on Gino. Yeah, this is like horrendous RNG, so. So yeah, Fearless Pin, avoiding the fear can be nice. Oh, Able Juice on Bowser, so I'm gonna ideally want to have him awake, so. Yeah, so I think this phase is gonna go like a minimum of 5 turns then. Gino might die again, too. Oh, Red Essence ran out, so. Ideally, this Diamond Saw hits Bowser. Nope. Oh, it missed Mario, so that's really good. So wait, will Drain Beam just wipe my team now? Alright, Sandstorm. Yeah, so I want to use the Pick Me Up on Mario. Yeah, so I'll survive the fight, for sure. Yeah, since I don't have any mushrooms to heal as well in this route. Okay, so I would have lost with Drain Beam, true. And because Mario got feared by that Sandstorm, then my health is exactly... Or, his damage output would be, like... I would have done enough damage, like exactly enough damage to win the fight, but... Unfortunately, because, Mario got feared, and... couldn't do it. Alright, and... it's barely enough to survive. This was actually the closest that I've had for, closest I've been to, like, losing, this fight. Like, this RNG was just egregious. Like, actually egregious. Because, yeah, the one time that I ever lost a fight was because I, so before the start of the fight, I had the turbo on, and I left to use the restroom, and I came back, and then Gino had attacked, or like a turn had passed, so that's like the only reason I've ever lost this fight in a run. So yeah, this was pretty close to just straight up losing, because the RNG was like nearly as bad as it could get for this fight. So I'm happy to at least be able to showcase like the disasters that can sometimes happen. Wait, he didn't give a single physical that fight either, right? Because I remember I was watching when Milnium recently came back to running this. He said that the cake has a 50% chance to use a physical. So, and I think I got 0-0 through the whole fight. So it's pretty unlucky. I almost didn't realize until, like, thinking about it, like, retrospect. But it makes sense why I, like, nearly lost the fight in that case. Like, not getting a single physical, too. So yeah, ideally he would just do, in the candle phase, he would just do, like, 4 physical attacks is like what you'd pretty much be hoping for, and then you would get out of the candle phase like that quickly. He didn't. I guess he used Diamond Saw once as well, which which missed Mario, which was pretty lucky. Which that didn't kill him. All right, so I could have bought this Cricket Pie a long time ago after beating Croco the first time, when I got the frog coin back. But it's faster to just do it here since you get forced to come back here after the fight with Bunt, the cake. And since you're put at that entrance, then it's just faster to get it there. Because after this long cutscene coming up, then you need to actually give the Cricket Pie back to Frog Fuchsius so that he'll tell you to go next. Otherwise, he'll still be like depressed about when he told Mallow about Mallow not being a tadpole and stuff. So yeah, I've got quite a bit of downtime. So I'm mostly just chilling with my hand off the controller for a bit. But yeah, Mendez, if there's anything that you want to say again, then yeah, definitely pass it over to you.
Yeah, I was just about to say. Firstly, welcome if anybody is new to the marathon. We are Fast Pace for Headspace. We are raising money for Take This, a charity devoted to mental health within the gaming community and gaming industry. We do have a donation coming from None2One, who is one of our runners on the first day, for $5.55. And the comment is, melee run back when, Ryan Ford? My Falcon be kinda nasty in training mode. Good luck, have fun with Mario RPG, yo!
Yeah, I guess the story is that I played None2One in Melee not too long ago. After I finished a casual playthrough of Mario Tennis on stream, then played Melee, and I guess he can tell you how that went.
Oh yeah, it's time for a rematch.
But yeah, yeah, we can set it up though. Probably later on in the week. Gonna be doing a. I definitely can't do it tomorrow though, because I'm gonna be doing a coaching lesson with a local player that's coming over. So definitely will be busy. Tell us about your first memory playing this game as a kid. Ooh. All right, there's a little bit of meanness in this one. So the very first time, back in my old neighborhood, one of my neighbors, he had this game and brought it over, and then since I'm like I was the youngest one of the friend group, then usually like I would get excluded to play for games if there's too many people. So they played through they were passing the controller, like my friend and my brother, or two of my friends and my brother were passing the controller, and they played okay, hold that thought. First, I'm gonna show off something through Marathon Tradition real quick. Yeah, so that's just a random glitch. Loses like 4 seconds, but I like to show it off in marathons. Normally what you're supposed to do is walk in the castle, then walk back out so that Peach will land a bit sooner when you talk to her, but I like to glitch out her face like that. Okay, anyways, so yeah, rambling about... Yeah, so they got up to Boyer eventually, and then they got up to Boyer eventually, and then we for some reason, like, none of the friend group like continued playing the game afterwards. So then so my friend finally let me borrow the game maybe like a month-ish after. So then yeah, started a new file with that game, and with this game, and then very first thing that happened is like it went pretty much went like right to the Hammer Bros fight. Oh, whoops, I talked to him twice. Went right to the Hammer Bros fight, and then like since I couldn't do time blocks properly, then the two Hammer Bros just like each like did their hammer time, and I didn't block the hit and just insta died, and I was like, wow, this game is so bad. I was like 6 years old, I think, at that time, but yeah, so I got mad that happened, and then I didn't play it for like 2 days, and then my friend was saying that he wanted it back by, it was like Saturday or something, so I had probably like 3 days left to play it, so I was determined to beat the game before I had to give it back to him, so then pretty much just like rushed through it. But then I hit a roadblock where I was determined to get 100 super jumps, so I like started wasting a lot of time by trying to like go into random encounters and trying to do 100 super jumps. And then I had to settle with like, I think it was like 35-ish or something. It was like enough to get the attack scarf at least, but yeah, then when I got to the end, then like I thought that Smithy was just like unable, because like I didn't know like how much HP he had, and it was just like taking forever to kill him, basically. So, like those are like the like, vague memories of when I was like around 6 years old playing through the game. But anyways, during that I was just rambling through the whole Star Hill section there. So there's certain routing for which of those switches to activate to go through the, so that you can open the door but also like avoid having enemies in your way for encounters. Actually, Pidge has a mobile app for Android, which you can touch the stars in each of the rooms and it'll tell you if you got the, if you were doing the optimal route or not. It's actually pretty neat. In that app as well, there's like Japanese to English like translations for items, and also for the quiz for Bowser's Keep 2. So yeah, give her a shout out for that one as well, helping out the community. So yeah, it definitely helps with the Dr. Topper quizzes when especially when playing in Japanese. Which one do I think is better? I like them both for different reasons, but damn, for 64 Paper Mario. Personally, I like Thousand Year Door the most out of all these Mario RPG games. Followed by Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. And then I'd probably pick this over Paper Mario 1. Like, it's hard because I like them both for different reasons. Oh, also, while I was rambling, so yeah, all those frog coins I got was like routed specifically to buy that EXP booster, which costs 22 frog coins. Like doing the Wiggler jumps and all that stuff. I forgot how to do this menu. Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna have to actually read read the notes. I completely forgot. Like, okay, this is gonna take some time. I'm sorry. For yeah, so sorry about this. I straight up forgot the notes, and in addition to that, like the English versus Japanese, I like completely forgot the muscle memory. Oh yeah, that was actually correct. True. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, so by oh yeah, I got the red essence freebie too, so still using notes, right? Oh, what the? Shoot, I made a mistake somewhere. Well, whoops. Yeah, my bad. Wait a minute. Yeah, I completely forgot it and like that's so bad. Oh, that's why. Okay, yeah. I forgot to unequip Gino's weapon, so let me go back. Oh, I still don't have enough. Oh, right. I didn't have enough coins to buy the bad mushroom because of all the items I wasted from the RNG from Bunt. Like, consumed all my items that I would have sold. Forgot about that. Okay, gonna do another safety save just in case. Yeah, again, sorry for slowing down like that, though.
You're good. It's important to take a moment and, you know, make sure you're doing it right.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna be doing a skill swap glitch here, and oops, so swapping Peach with Mallow so that they what's it called? So when they learn a new move, the character in the wrong slot will learn the move. So Peach will learn Mallow's Shocker, and since she has higher magic attack, then it'll give it'll do like a lot more damage than like Mallow's would. It's HP, right? Yeah, so here's where it said that Mallow learned Shocker, but that's actually Peach and Mallow's slot because I swapped both of them before getting the star. So normally you can't pause the game while you have a star active, but the game advances a few frames before you actually enter the menu. So yeah, so the game advances a few frames before you enter the menu, and then you are able to hit the star as you hit the pause menu. Alright, so ideally you don't want to get into encounters here. I'm gonna do this safety movement here. You could risk running straight through and not getting an encounter there, but one of my last few runs died to risking it all, so never doing that again. So password is pearls. Hopefully I hit the pattern correct, which I did. Sometimes when you jump, you can like double hit the block and it'll like ruin the code. Or sometimes you can hit it like while it was like just hit and it like won't count as a hit, so you can like mess up the password in that way. Alright, so now that I bought all these bombs from that long menu, so I'm gonna be relying on freebie luck for fire bombs and ice bombs. The run ideally needs a ton of ice bombs, so got one firebomb freebie there, which is nice. And I had one extra firebomb already from selling the red essence that I freebied from the butt fight. Selling it for 200 coins, which I was able to buy another firebomb. So when I mentioned about getting the flower box drop, if I was able to get a flower box drop from Croco 2, you could have bought 2 ice bombs with that, because it's worth since it's worth 500 coins and the ice bombs are 250 coins each, then it makes the route a lot more comfy. So I got 2 firebomb freebies, which is good, but the ice bombs is going to be the most important part for not losing too much time. So pretty much have like all the fire bombs I need, I think, for the end game and stuff too. So yeah, holding on to items to use for later, it's like pretty important. If you get like no firebomb freebies and no ice bomb freebies throughout the whole run, then well, from experience, it loses like about 3.5 minutes if you're just unlucky getting 0 compared to getting like 1 or 2 freebies even. But, like my best played run ever had no freebies, so it was still like a minute behind my PB because I lost like 3.5 minutes. But sometimes that just happens. Alright, so a menu here. Yeah, so additionally that amulet that I got also reduces, it lowers the wearer's speed as well, so we do use it for turn order. But also the amulet has like a hidden detail that's not mentioned like anywhere in the game, but you also take half damage from elemental effects, so like fire, ice, lightning. So so it does help to protect for that too. I also got the safety ring, which I have equipped on Peach, which gives immunity to all statuses, and then also it doesn't say, but it also gives immunity to all elemental attacks. So again, fire, ice, lightning, pretty much. So yeah, just throwing firebombs at these guys to clear them out. And I guess also make sure that none of them run away. Because I think if there's one left, then they'll run away from the fight too. I think Bowser gets HP here. Mallow HP since he's not used. And gotta remember to switch equips here. Yeah, okay, that's right. So, the Johnny fight here. So I'm gonna be attempting to do 100 super jumps on this fight. During that time, if you want to read donations, if there are any, then go ahead. It's probably gonna be like a minute and a half doing the super jumps if I actually get 100.
Okay, sounds good. We don't have any donations at the moment. However, we are raising money for Take This, so this is a good time to reiterate kind of what they do and what their mission is. So their mission is to decrease the stigma and increase the support for mental health in the game enthusiast community and inside the game industry as a whole. Their first major industry collaboration was the 2016 white paper, Crunch Hurts, written as part of the International Game Developers Association Crunch Initiative. Their second was released in the summer of 2019 and addressed the state of mental health inside the game industry overall. Mental health is really important, and mental health is health. An estimated 1 in 2 Americans will be diagnosed with a mental health condition in their lifetime, so the cause that we are raising money for is a very worthwhile cause. You've all been absolutely fantastic all through this weekend. It's been a fantastic marathon. We've had so many good runs, and we've raised over $3,600 to the cause, and it would be fantastic to get that just a little bit higher. Let's aim for 3,800. If anybody has any last-minute donations to come in, we've got just over an hour and a half left of the marathon, and yeah, it would be fantastic to really smash that goal.
Okay, I got it. 864 damage. That's the number I'm looking for. Yeah, so I dropped it the first time at a really low number. It was like 19 or something. And I was like, oh god. I hope this isn't one of those runs. I really want to learn most of this stuff still. That category looks pretty fun. Aside from farming for the star egg, but aside from that, it looks like really fun to collect most of the stuff. But yeah, so with the super jumps, the first when you start doing the super jumps and each consecutive jump you do, the window for getting the timing for the jump decreases, and once you get down to I think it's the 14th jump onwards to the 100th jump, each jump is a 3-frame window. So usually people, when they're first trying to do super jumps, they'll usually get stuck at about 13, 14 on average. But yeah, it's just because like it's a 3-frame window, like that you have to hit like 80, like over 85 times in a row. Fortunately, since it's like a consistent rhythm, then it's not as hard as it sounds with like the 3-frame window, but it's definitely easy to mess up. Usually if you're getting a really low number, then you're probably pressing the button too early. So that's my one piece of advice. Yeah, so this fight, I'm honestly actually pretty bad at this fight, so we'll see how it goes. So Yardovich, gonna be using a few bombs, which I do hope that gets some freebies as well. He always opens off with Water Blast, which is gonna do a lot of damage to everyone. We got a Geno boost. Defend with Mario so he'll actually survive. And Geno, I gave him HP on those level ups. Just so that he'll have enough HP to survive. Oh, I half-timed the Shocker, unfortunately. Yeah, so I'm really bad at Shocker timing, so it's like purely audio cue. But yeah, for whatever reason, it's like sometimes I'll hit them all and sometimes I'll like miss it like 4 or 5 times in a row. So we'll see what type of run we get. Freebie. Oh, half-timed again. It's not good. And yeah, since there's like no visual cue for it, then yeah, you just gotta listen for the sound and kind of memorize the timing. Double Water Blast, it's not good RNG. Wait, do I have enough FP? No, I don't. So I gotta use character with Geno because Mario died. Shocker again. And I'm gonna have to use an extra item with at least one extra item with Geno because I can't time these shockers. Not good. I practiced it quite a bit too, and yeah, I'm back to where I was failing it all day again. Not a good look, but oh well. Okay, got one. Okay, so I was definitely pressing it too early, like, each time, even though I was trying to time it, like, later, gradually, but that was still, like, too early almost every time. So when he splits with the Mirage attack, the cursor actually defaults to the real one. So, that's how I'm getting the... That's how I know which one I'm supposed to target. Here I'm gonna just use a second Fright Bomb, honestly. Hope it freebies. Nope. Yeah, so the bombs, they all, like, Fire Bomb, Ice Bomb, and Rock Candies, they have a 25% chance to freebie. So, when I got, like, pretty good luck during the King Calamari fight, because half of the Fire Bombs freebie in that fight. So, later on I'm going to be using a bunch of Ice Bombs, and I probably need at least 2 of them to freebie. We'll see. Yo, also, Justin, if you're still in chat, now that I wasted that Fright Bomb just now, do you know how many super jumps you're supposed to do on Balloon 2 with the Geno boost? Asking chat for help. So yeah, that flower box reward there, gonna be selling for coins. So when Yardovich, or the fake toads revealed themselves to be Yardovich, and Mario had to give up the star piece, otherwise he would threaten the residents of this town. Then yeah, sorry, thinking hard about menus. Okay, yeah. You're threatening the residents of the town. If you actually say no to giving up the star, then he'll, like, torture the elder by tickling him. And you get a worse reward every time that you say no and let him tickle him. So we say yes the first time because, well, of course it's just faster, and also, like, that being a thing. It's pretty funny. Well, since I messed up that shot, I just grabbed the red essence. Cool. Where am I going? The hidden switch. So yeah, there's a strat to do this gecko platforming a little bit faster, but if I messed it up, then I would get into an encounter. Okay, I'm gonna reset this room because I messed up jumping on this flower too. So you want to jump on the bottom and then wait 1 tick. but I must have jumped on like the right side unintentionally or something, because I was facing the wrong direction. Well, he threatens to torture the mayor, but then turns out that he's just tickling him. And then they ask you again to give up the star, and then if you keep saying no, you get stuck in a loop where that keeps happening. Alright, so here's the ice bombs I'm throwing at these ants, so I'm just hoping that I get a freebie, pretty much. Or get a couple freebies. So again, 25% chance, so we will see. And yeah, after you defeat the ants, then you want to go into the quicksand that they're in. There's a freebie, nice. Hoping for like at least one more, but the more the better. Really would like to get like a true minimum of like 3 freebies in total, and then hopefully we get like 7. But yeah, sometimes it happens. Oh, another freebie! This insane luck. Yeah, so when I was watching, when I first learned this run, back in when Milnium's old PB was his PB at that time, then I was watching the VOD, and because he got like, oh crap, I forget if it was 7 ice bomb freebies or 9 in that PB, but he was just like, I'm loaded, dude. Made me laugh really hard when he said that. But he has a better PB now than that. That was also in the old route too. So taking the safety save might actually make this a little bit harder. So I'm going in and out of this room because if I gained another level up, you would get stuck and wouldn't be able to move there. Ah, short one gecko, but it's fine. So let's start up top. You get 11 EXP per kill on these enemies, and then this next star that I'm about to use, you get 6 EXP per kill. So ideally you want to kill 2 of these geckos when you get to the bottom for the proper EXP routing, but it's fine being short 5 EXP. It's like actually not bad at this point of the run. The only thing that could happen is if before Czar Dragon, then Mario doesn't hit level 50, then the fight might be a little harder or take 1 extra turn. I think Gino also may not level up after this next fight, maybe, which could affect the boss after this next one. In that case. So yeah, this run I'm getting to show good freebie luck, but some poor execution and some like bad boss luck in some places. It's interesting. Alright, so simple, just hitting those fortunes in the order. So another piece of RNG here is getting a message. Want him to say, I'm hungry, I wish I had something to eat, which is what I got first try. So yeah, it's 50-50 whether it'll give you that message or the one that says, sorry, I'm not accepting visitors past my bedtime. So, if you get that second message, then, yeah, if you get that second message, then you have to reset the route and try again. So, loses like 4 seconds per time, roughly. So I don't know how many super jumps I'm supposed to actually do. With the backup strat I'm doing, I'm gonna hope that 82 is enough. Alright, cool. Good enough. Yeah, because normally, because I use that extra fright bomb in the Yardovich fight, because of all those mistimed shockers, then... Okay, Gino leveled up. Then I use Gino boost and then just use super jumps instead of throwing the fright bomb to cause fear, which would save time. Alright, so normally, just to make sure that I don't forget to get the super suit from getting 100 super jumps. So there's a confirmation that I got 100. Getting the attack scarf and the super suit. To make sure I don't forget, I usually get it first when I come here, and then go in the store after. I mean, it's not really like faster to come here first over going there first anyway, but kind of just helps to make sure that I don't forget the super suit, because that could be a bad run killer if that were to ever happen. So yeah, the super suit gives you... Oh, crud. What is it again? I think it's 50 to your offensive stats and 30 to your defensive stats. I think it gives a ton of speed as well. Oh, and immunity to all statuses except for instant KO, I think. So it's an absurd equip that I'm going to be passing around with. Absurd armor I'm going to be passing around with the party. Pretty much for the whole run to this point I've been using work pants, because the work pants also gives you a bit of speed, even though, and a bit of offensive stats. Like, it doesn't give a lot of defensive stats, but it gives a bit of offense and some speed. So the speed is important to be able to like outspeed like bosses, especially being this underleveled. So mostly just try to like kill things before they kill us. It's like generally the strat. Even though work pants you get from like Moleville, which was like pretty early in the run. So between work pants and super suit, it's like really the only armors we use. So here's the Sky Troopers minigame. So here's where I was talking about with like the isometric platforming, which can be kind of annoying. So I want to get under 12 seconds to get a Troopa pin as a reward as well. So what was I gonna say? Probably will get like 10-ish seconds, most likely. Alright, cool, got it. So yeah, if you fall off, then you just have to redo it. So yeah, 10:28. Forgot what the world record time is. I'm sure that someone in chat knows. Wait, no. Wrong menu. Gotta move Peach up. Oops. Yeah, there you go. Alright, try to avoid encounters with these enemies because they can be pretty obnoxious. Well, don't really need a safety save here, probably, but you never know. 7:45 for that. Yeah, there's like a couple skips that you can do that are like pretty risky for that minigame. I think usually people will get like 9 or 10 seconds in like full game runs. So yeah, Hurley Gloves. I find the timing really awkward to get the full timed hit. So I half time it by accident a lot. This time I got a full time hit. And fortunately he didn't pollen nap Mario, because Mario's susceptible to sleep still in this fight. But yeah, my PB I lost 25 seconds because it did pollen nap on Mario turn 1. Which I think it's like a 33% chance to do the pollen nap, and then was a 33% chance to target Mario particularly, so got owned. So throw in ice bombs, get rid of as many those mini piranha plants as possible. Pedal Blast is scripted. Mario will probably get mushroom, yeah. And then Geno and Bowser just need to attack for 2 turns, and that should be the end of the fight. Throw 2 firebombs? Oh no. Never. Yeah, I think I half-timed Bowser's attack, so I had to attack 1 more time with him for the kill. So yeah, there's Smilex. So now I've got Vine Vine climbing soon. So since I am using a turbo controller, there's a strat called Turbo Vines, but I can't do it very well, so yeah, I don't really see anyone ever go for it. Because you can, like, instead of just, like, climbing up these vines, like, slowly, you can, like, jump off them and re-grab. So I waited there because, that bird, there was a potential for that bird to be in the way, and he actually was in the way, off-screen, so if I tried to jump right away, I would have gotten into an encounter and wasted more time than just waiting. First Japanese run was a train wreck? Oh no. Yeah. Hey, thanks for the compliment. Just ignore when I stopped for a bit to read the notes. Yeah, sometimes recognizing what I need to equip. It's weird. It should be easier in English, but then, like, since I've been playing Japanese, like, mostly, then it's like I memorized most of the important items in Japanese, but in English, remembering what to equip the words, it's pretty funny. Yo, retro Canadian game. Shoutouts to Canada. As a fellow Canadian myself. But yeah, this is a good time to say, get your donations in! ! Donate. Yeah, actually, when I was doing the 100 super jumps on Johnny, I was thinking about saying we could try to hit 4,000 by the end of this run. That would be insane. I know it's not expected, but it would be like, be wild. Alright, so what's my money like here? I'm like kind of poor. Alright, oh shoot, I have to give her this, right? And that? Yeah. Alright, I almost messed up that menu, but I took it a little slow, just to make sure I had it correct. The amulet on Geno is not mandatory though, but it can give you a chance to skip the last turn in the Valentina fight. If all your party members survive and if they hit high enough damage rolls throughout the fight. Oh yeah, so Nimbus Land is the land of cutscenes, so yeah. Yeah, Mendes, if you wanna take the floor for a bit.
Yeah, absolutely. You can always find something to talk about. Well, I've talked at length about the marathon and about Take This, so I'm going to just extend some thanks to Chill Hop Music for being the provider of all the music that you hear on stream between runs. You'll be hearing it a little bit in the end of day 3 intermission. That'll be the end of the marathon. Links to the website can be found below the stream in the panels if you want to check out their music label, or via !chillhop to find out more about them. And yeah, this is the last run of the day. There's about an hour to go, just over. So yeah, donations, get them in. It'd be great to get up to 4,000. It really would.
Oh, I came up, so I have no idea. Alright, I can take a look at the stream for a bit. Alright, so coming up very soon after the next series of text boxes, Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that this is even worse because it's in English for this for like Nimbus Land particularly. Like probably a lot of the time lost of being playing in English is like just in here. Yo, Spooty. That's dope. At least you're able to hang around for a bit. Better late than never, right? Hopefully the day of work was good too. And yeah, so it's gonna be a mini game coming up. Where Dodo is gonna be pecking statues. He's supposed to be polishing them. I don't know how pecking like that works. But yeah, the goal is to not get pecked and also to not let him see you jump as well. So you do get a prize, which is the feather, which is an accessory that boosts your speed by a lot. So definitely want to complete it. If you fail the minigame, then you would have to fight Dodo as well. So that would be slow too. So yeah, I think if you fail it twice, you have to fight him. Polishing your furniture, being that simple. Peck it with a toucan-looking beak. Polishing knobs. You know the meme. Yeah, I love this bouncy music as well. So yeah, it also goes with like the rhythm of the music. So like, I could like, if I have sound, I can like do this with my eyes closed like pretty easily. So yeah, also you need to make sure that his helmet is like covering his eyes. So if you jump too early, then he'll see you. In the end, you have to redo it, pretty much. We found the glow. That's glow. I don't know why I'm saving here, but it doesn't take very long to save in general. So you never know. Some kind of like spectacular disaster could happen. So better safe than sorry, right? So yeah, it is pretty hard to avoid encounters in this area. You're gonna be trying to dodge them all. We'll see. I forget how many unintended encounters I've gotten so far in this run. It's either 1 or 2. The Podoboo in Boville mines. And I've gotten to that encounter particularly. Which it's because I got bad spawn patterns. Like he spawned early like twice or 3 times, I think. Alright, so I talked to this guy to the right, which give a flower jar. It's just a backup. I actually forgot if I decided to buy the mid mushroom or if I bought the maple syrup. Alright, heavy Troopa skip. So even though he's blocking the door, you can kind of get behind him and not get into an encounter. I did slow down just a little bit because it felt like my line wasn't very good. Now I've got Birdo. Or I think it's Catherine in Japanese. And boosts Mario. So yeah, this fight is not tough, especially with the super suit. So Birdo will start shooting explosive eggs at you after you've hit Birdo 3 times. So since Mario has like certainly high damage output, gonna just be attacking with him for the most part. Birdo has 777 HP, so if Mario does high enough damage rolls, then you can actually kill him 3 hits. The first roll was the highest that I could have gotten. That was a pretty high damage roll on the second. and another high one. So I was able to skip having to attack with Geno or Bowser. Because, yeah, Mario's hit really high damage rolls. The odds are, I think, are not super high that you'll get like good enough rolls to skip that turn, so it's pretty cool. So, fan jump. I missed it, though. I think it's like a 3-frame window to jump over the fan and not get into an encounter. If you end up in front of that fan, it can blow you off that ledge, which wastes a lot of time, so you really don't want that to happen. Heavy Troopa skip part 2. So when you enter that room, if you just hold right from when you enter, and then move up right when you reach the corner, you'll get past it every time. That second skip is really simple. Yeah, I really wanted to get that fan jump because I feel like the fan skip, because I have a pretty high consistency on it, but that one I was so close. I landed on top of it too. Really close. There's like 2 really good setups to do the jump, but I think I probably just didn't hold up and right away when I started my jump. Alright, almost had Valentina cornered, so running away. Alright, so here yeah, I know I'm short 5 EXP, but I'm gonna still just kill the regular amount of enemies instead of killing one extra, because I don't know, I'm pretty sure when Peach has the EXP booster, she ends up like leveling up early. Or maybe I just like do something wrong with the routing consistently. New route consistently. So I've like killed my runs by trying to make up for that 5 EXP. So instead I usually just try to kill 9 enemies in the Barrel Volcano Star. So more dialogue and then about to get into a boss fight. So pretty close. So things to note about the start of this fight. Yeah, so Valentina will call Dodo for help. And so he decides to pick the person that's in the middle of your party to 1v1 fight them. So I have Bowser there on purpose. And also equipped with the Troopa pin, because the Troopa pin gives you a free attack up boost, so your attacks do 50% more damage. It also includes your items that do damage when you have a boost. You have an offensive boost. So I think since I got like a good amount of firebomb freebies, then I can just throw a firebomb and then do an untimed attack to kill him. So I have a good inventory. A lot of times, if you don't have enough like firebombs for this point, then what would you do instead? You probably like throw a fright bomb or like a bad mushroom if you have one, but those are slower. Cause yeah, since Dodo's weak to fire as well, then yeah, that firebomb is 360 damage. So, and he has 400 health for that phase, so. Yeah, the firebomb does like most of his health. The water blast missed Geno. He would have been hurt pretty bad. So ideally you want Valentina to just do physical. There's a ton of different spells she can do, and like a lot of them take a lot of time. Water blast is extremely slow, so that was already bad to start off with. I think ideally you want her to do crystal if she doesn't spell. But rather just hear wave her hand. Diamond Saw. Alright, so I can't do a turn skip, I guess, because Dino died. Oh, no physicals. That's a Pretty bad RNG. But yeah, Mario having the super suit, he like barely takes damage from like anything. Or just straight up takes 0 on some stuff. So that's the end of the fight. If my damage rolls were good enough and if Geno didn't die, then I could have possibly skipped that last diamond slot by attacking with Geno and Bowser. So I need HP for that level up for Bowser, because Countdown, which will be in like near the final area. It's a really rough boss fight that can also kill runs. If Bowser gets hit specifically by Dark Star at full health, he'll survive with 1 HP. Oh, assuming that he has like the correct level ups, because I could be short a level if I'm too behind on EXP. So it'll probably depend on the star and barrel volcano I'm gonna be getting soon. Which I think it was 9 EXP per kill. So since I'm behind 5 EXP, normally you want to get 8 kills for the EXP route, but I'm gonna kill 9 since I'm behind by 5 EXP. But yeah, more dialogue. Now that got an Nimbus Land, saved Mallow's parents, since he is one of the Nimbus folk, the prince of the Nimbus folk. Double Dark Star followed by Pure Roulette. Yeah, I'm gonna boost Mario's defense just to hopefully not get killed by double Dark Star. Safety strats. It loses like 2 seconds, but you know, at least eliminates that risk of like losing the fight. I got warned by Justin about it, though I've never had it happen in a run still. Had it happen in a randomizer though. Which, yeah, the rando is also pretty fun for this game. Been playing it quite a bit. It's been a while since I played, like, at least a month. Right, hidden platform there for that chest. There's a flower tab if you want it in there. Alright, it's now gonna be making my way to Barrel Volcano via the hot springs over here. Which, now that they've realized that Mallow is royalty, they're letting us through. There's a sign saying not to fall off the side because the volcano is right below. But you're gonna fall off the side. There's a volcano below. Oh yeah, and also this music. Cat Jam. No, I'm about to get a star, so like the music's gonna end soon for a bit. Is that correct? That looks right. Alright, trying to kill as many of these guys as I can. No, I killed 10 by accident. Whoops. At least I think it was 10. So Peach learning Geno blasts. Oh wow, Geno didn't level up. I'm surprised. I think I killed 10 by accident, so because of that it'll lose like a small amount of time later, because usually you want characters to level up at the same time so that they share the same level up screen. Because like the screen fading in and then like fading in and fading out each time like a character newly levels up, like at a different time, will happen. But if they all level up at the same time, then they'll share that same screen and you won't have like the fade in and fade out like every time. You can save like 5-ish seconds. I think I'm about to get crowned by that that Spiny. So you have to do this fight because the Corkwoodite is blocking the blocking that door. Alright, so Mario hit level 15. I actually give magic for this one. Yeah. Oh, the spiny was not on top. Nice. Oh shoot. Stump it, skip. So if you jump in a specific spot there, you can actually skip encountering that stump it, even though it doesn't look possible. Because you can't escape that fight. You don't have the option to run away if you get into that encounter. So you really want to avoid getting that encounter, because you have to just fight and win. It also, again, messes up EXP route. The fight's slow, too. Oh, I forgot to do menus. Reset. Good thing I saved, right? Oops. Yeah, while I was rambling on there. Alright, I think that's right. So, gonna wait there for a bit. Yeah, EXP route's not like that important. It's just like when you offset characters' level ups, then you can have like small time losses here and there. That's pretty much about it. Alright, Zard Dragon. So, do I have 2 ice bombs even? I have no idea. Alright, I have 2 ice bombs, so I'm gonna use 1 for this fight. Or should I just go all in and use both? Alright, I'm going in. I'm gonna pray for the freebie. All risk, baby. Ah, well. So, might have to do the Axum Ranger fight a little. The weed number, right, Ashton? Yeah, there's a lot of 420s in this game. And like 69s. So everyone's dead, except Mario. There is a slight danger of dying if I get like bad RNG for attack patterns. So ideally I don't want him to use spells, and don't want him to do counter attacks either. So here I could either wrap up the fight with 12 ultra jumps, or attack 2 more times. Which is a gamble, but... Yeah, each extra jump you have to do with ultra jump takes a second, so the attack is kind of slow. Each extra jump you do with super jumps is, I think like 40 frames per jump. So there's a menu for the next fight. So yeah, most people that have played through this game, brief appearance of these characters that everybody loves. Had a Valentina fight where he rolled 420 for the 4 Mega. Mega Punch Club punches. Oh yo, Xeon. Catch you later. And thanks a lot again. And thanks, Gabriel. Yeah, getting pretty close to the end. I'm like fairly comfy with the rest of the run. Like most stuff won't cause me to like heavily reset or something. So I did want to learn a certain RNG manip in English for Nimbus Land, but I admittedly didn't practice enough. So I spent more time like trying to de-rust the game rather than learn something new. So I'm gonna have to do the slower manip since I'm playing in English, because the Nimbus Land manip saves like 16 seconds about, but the setup is like very different from Japanese to English, and I've never learned it in English. So again, because of like text speed differences. Oh, and I think the window is like half half as lenient in English too. So compared to the Japanese one. So I'm gonna have to do the easy one instead. Which I actually forget the door order for the Mario's pad menu. Gotta figure that out through notes later. Alright, here we go. Axum Rangers. Everybody's favorite cast that's briefly in the game. So, first turn I'm going to use a rock candy with Bowser. Hope that it bees. If it doesn't, I do some backup stuff. And since I already used the ice bomb, then be doing the firebomb only strat instead. It did not freebie. Oh, the firebomb freebie though. Consolation prize. Can't really use it though in this fight. So I gotta try and hit everybody at least once with Ultra Jump now. Okay, cool. I got them. Yeah, pretty much, Astrid. Okay, so attack with Bowser, the Geno boost on Mario. Oh wow, so new parts in the notes. So that if Ultra Jump happened to hit red 6 times, then you have to defend. Because you'd ruin the turn order by attacking there. It's actually pretty funny. And defend with Geno because his damage output's not very high. I'm gonna actually hope that he dies so that I don't have to defend him. So here, just pretty much gonna be attacking until I win, for the most part. And try to not miss time attacks. Oh, I forgot! Oh, actually, now there's a chance I could lose. Never mind. Geno lived because he had to defend. I forgot about that. So, to waste more time, I forgot that Bowser wasn't at full health. So, I was supposed to throw the mid mushroom with Geno onto Bowser. Whoops. So that he wouldn't have died there. But it's fine, since I still had a mid mushroom that I could just attack. Or heal Mario so that he could survive the second breaker beam. Definitely wasted a lot of time there, but could have been worse. Square and Nintendo use the characters for other games. Yeah, that would be so sick. Because, yeah, Mario Luigi games, you pretty much just have Mario and Luigi. And then in Partners in Time, you got Baby Mario and Baby Luigi added with Mario and Luigi. And then Paper Jam, got Paper Mario. Bowser's Inside Story, I guess Bowser's like kind of separate from Mario and Luigi in the party. Alright, so gotta go back and talk to Mal's parents. The king and queen. So yeah, jumping on that guy is a little bit faster. And I'm gonna go to the corner of the room for camera movement again. So that the camera scrolls over a little bit faster. And so next, yeah, so normally I would go to the room where I got the feather from after the Dodo minigame. But since I don't know how to do the manip from Nimbus Land, then I'm gonna just leave Nimbus Land and then go to Mario's pad to do a different manip. So basically, Bowser's Keep second visit. There's gonna be a point where you have to complete. So there's 6 doors and you have to complete 4 of them. So they randomly have either What are the rooms? Oh, whoops! Made such a wide turn there. So yeah, so the doors can have. So there's two doors that have battle doors, which are the ones that we don't want because they're really long. Like having to do like a bunch of fights in a row to get through the doors. Battle doors, the platforming rooms, and the Dr. Topper rooms, which has like quizzes and puzzles. So, yeah, I want to avoid the battle doors. So there are a few different ways to manip the doors so that you can avoid the battle doors. Oh shoot! I don't have the Rails pad nip. Where is it? Mars pad nip, manip. Doors I want are 1, 2, 4, and 5. Okay, cool. To actually look it up. Alright, so pretty much gonna immediately leave after this dialogue to go and save and reset in Mario's pad. So what I'm gonna do is hold down until I touch the wall, and then down and right to exit, and that should set up the minute. And don't enter Vista Hill. It's like bold in all caps in the notes saying that. So try to avoid encounters here. Try not fall in the lava here. And this guy getting in the way, and this one jumps over you. They be right at home. True. Alright, so doors 1, 2, 4, and 5. Is that correct? So the quiz being in English should be easier, unless I forget the questions. Third star piece. Alright. Covered in soil. Live in Monstro Town. Todovsky. Yeah. Had to make sure that I read the right name. Birdo comes out of a barrel, I think. Yeah, okay. Hey, that's also a good point. Yeah, I got like the red paratroopers like right at the start of the game, and then the green ones are like late. Including the heavy troopers too. Oh, I wasn't counting the barrels. 15. Alright. Just kinda chilling. So yeah, this stuff, you know, I've done it so many times that it's like you get a random pattern for these barrels, but it's only like a certain set of numbers that you can get. So yeah, this one's 44 though. And then the triathlon. I honestly don't know how this puzzle's supposed to make sense. So just remember the text. Goomba's first. Dry Bones is third. The fish came third in swimming. What is that? Last place though. Got the meme of you know, the fish coming third in swimming. Door number 2. Yeah, so Dr. Topper yet again. So this coin minigame, there's 21 coins in the chest, so whoever grabs the last coin loses. So I'm gonna try to end my turn on multiples of 5 while trying to hit as many as I can, because Mario jumps faster than Topper does. Alright, not like this. Natural distractions. Sandbagging. So yeah, this puzzle. Yeah, there's not much to say about that puzzle. The Goomba doesn't even have arms. It can swim faster than the fish, potentially. Okay, I just had to remember for a moment. So yeah, Cannonball Solitaire. This is something that, like, definitely playing this game as a kid, like, people have, like, struggled with always. I struggled with it as a kid as well. But, you know, after doing it a billion times and, like, looking at the notes, makes it easier. Community notes. Alright, door number 4. Alright, so pretty sure the manip worked. If I were to get a battle door, then I would unequip all my items and then die on purpose, and then choose another door. If the manip messed up. Because if you die here, you don't game over, you just get put right outside the doors, and then you can just pick another room. So it's just time loss rather than, like, you know, having to actually reset. Same with if you, like, fail those quizzes and stuff. So I missed the donkey skip, but you can go around the backside of that Donkey Kong there and skip bumping into him and making him run away from you to save like 2 seconds. Alright, so last platforming room. So you have 10 tries in these action rooms. So just don't want to fall in lava or get hit by bob-ombs. So there's a rock candy here that I want to get. And I'm holding down when jumping off of this rock. Off of that rock or bowling ball or cannonball or whatever. So jumping off the cannonball while holding down sets up a wrong warp later, which saves a small amount of time in the outer part of the factory. This is the next area after this. I think where you get put in the wrong warp depends on, like, what place the Goomba comes in for the triathlon, something like that. And yeah, there is a firebomb, like, down at the bottom that you can get, but since I got that freebie during the Axum Rangers fight, then I probably don't need it. Famous last words. When I don't freebie any rock candies before Smithy. We'll see, though. Oh, wait. I actually need this Karo Cola. Crud. I don't think I freebied, so I actually need to get this for Smithy. I almost ruined the run by forgetting. I did not need the Sonic symbol. Whoops. Forced to wear weights. Alright, so this fight should be pretty standard since I didn't have to do the alternate route, since when I messed up the Knife Guy Great Guy manip, then I still at least had the rock candy, so I didn't have to do an alternate route for... Oh, whoops. Oh my god. I think I messed this up pretty badly. Whoops. I didn't have to do an alternate route for Eclipse, for what's his face? Between Bowser and Mario. For this fight. For Axum Rangers and this fight. So yeah, it took a while finding the Fright Bomb in my inventory, but yeah, so if you let Magic Koopa get a second turn, he'll summon a another enemy for you to fight, and we'll hide behind it. So it could either be a giant Bob-omb, which you want to just keep using defend until it explodes after 3 turns. It could be a clone of Jinx, who's a tough boss to fight, so you gotta actually just fight him. And it's like a red dragon as well. Since I saved it, could also just like reset if it didn't get the giant Bob-omb, but yeah. Okay, yeah. I think that's the correct menu. So yeah, the thwomps. Oh, some bad movement there at the end. So you want to jump before the thwomps land because you get stunned. So near the end, definitely saw me get stunned a couple times there. So there's just a certain rhythm to like move and jump. It's not hard at all. All right, so jump here. Boost Mario. So yeah, the reason that I had a safety ring on Gino was that so that shaker wouldn't instant kill. Oh, why did I increase defense? Whoops. Wasting 2 seconds for no reason. Alright, so I'm gonna do 49 super jumps. So yeah, Mendez, if you got anything to say here.
Yeah, I absolutely do. We have a $12.75 $12.75 donation from Coden with the comment 3,700 hype, and that does indeed bring our total up to 3,700 precisely, very nicely rounded. And that's all going to go to Take This, so that they can continue with their mission to decrease the stigma and increase the support for mental health in the game enthusiast community and inside the game industry as a whole.
Hey, thank you very much for that donation. So, I was counting the super... I definitely miscounted, but I was counting the super jumps when I heard the numbers from the donation. I was like, wait, I just realized that I...
I'm so sorry.
No. It's fine. I can definitely like manage it though, but I just forgot that could be a thing.
Yeah. Counting is hard.
It made me laugh a bit while I was doing it because of that. And I was like, oh, I guess I lost count, but I'm pretty sure I'm like close enough to where I was counting. So yeah, definitely don't be afraid to like read out donations when they come. But it was just like a funny
you
thing.
hear that, chat? We need more numbers. We need more donations so we can confuse them even more.
I also made a mistake. I was supposed to do 47 super jumps. Or I meant to say 47 when I said 49. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I did 49 instead of 47. Because I did around 50 more damage than what I was normally supposed to do. Which, I mean, it's not the worst. Probably wasted an extra like second and a half or something from doing 2 extra jumps. Alright, so I want to jump on the left the left eye, apparently. Oh yeah, it is his left eye, actually. So here's the cheese. There you go. So yeah, his left eye, so you press left to target the left eye. So it gets rid of the protection, his protection from on the top part, but it also removes the protection against instant KOs. So Gino's timed Gino world is 999 damage on regular enemies, and normally it doesn't work on bosses, but the protection's removed when you remove X-Source protection too. So you just super cheese it. X-Source is pretty dangerous because it's got a ton of spells too. Like AoE spells that hit pretty hard, so it's kind of fortunate that you can just consistently just one-shot it. So yeah, the factory. So got the outer factory and the inner factory for the last part. It's kind of like a boss gauntlet at this point. There is some platforming on the outer part of the factory coming up soon, which jumping on screws with the isometric view is kind of hard. If you ever played Mario Bros. 3, then you know like the airship areas where You jump on like screws to move them forward, like this. Then yeah, I'm pretty sure the gimmick is just like taken from Mario Bros. 3. Oops. Oh yeah, also some of the sprites in this room can cause a bit of lag, so it can easily mess up your movement when the game lags a bit. Oh, I was gonna just save again for no reason. It'll be fine. So yeah, jumping on that screw particularly and falling off is like so obnoxious, but I've like grinded out particularly that jump to try and not waste time. Alright, so countdown. Monstrous run killer because of like the various outcomes that can happen in this fight. Ideally want Geno and Bowser to not be status and for both of them to be alive during this fight. After the first turn. There's gonna be trying to throw like 3 rock candies. I forgot to sort my items when I was doing the menu earlier. Other rock candies are all over the place, I guess. Time is marching on, can be dangerous. And I didn't block with Geno. Recovers particularly not that good, but I can maybe just do extra jumps with Ultra Jump to try and get the health down more. If I damage it enough, then these 2 rock candies should kill. So unboosted rock candy from Geno, and then Bowser has a boosted one since he has Troopa Pin equipped already. Alright, cool. Unfortunately no freebies with the rock candies either. It happens. Oh yeah, because of time marching on, since Countdown's his attack choice is dependent on like what time it is, and then time is marching on advances the time turn by 1. So I did Aurora Blast there. Fortunately, it was the end of the fight, so like wasn't too bad anyway. Yeah, there I forgot to sort my items when I was in Bowser's Keep, so I did it there. So I just opened up the item menu and then closed it, and but for whatever reason that like sorts your items, so it'll be easier to manage. So good try for swag strats here. Cool, I got the jump. So yeah, you can save around like 4 seconds by not waiting for the whole platform cycle there. Here's the wrong warp, if it worked. Yeah, it did. So it brings you to the end of that room. Ah, I missed the skip for... So yeah, you can jump over the machine-made Boyer. I think it's like a 3 frame window for the timing. But I'm pretty sure that I was also too far forward. Oh, this is bad. So encountering these machine-made Axum Rangers, at least I escaped right away, but if it's the pattern where there's 2 Axum Blacks and 2 Axum Yellows, then if you don't escape on your first try from the fight, which is 50-50, then you'll get attacked probably like 6 times by them, so it like wastes a ton of time. Because Axum Black gets 2 turns per turn, and there's 2 of them there. So it should have been 37 super jumps. Yeah, 813. So there's 800 health, so you need to do 37 super jumps. Or if you have a lot of rock candy freebies, then you can do 20 super jumps and then throw the rock candy with Bowser. Which saves a bit of time because the rock candy is pretty fast. You constitute as a gamer? Howdy, gamers. I definitely got my Void W license, so I passed as a gamer. Alright, so let's fight Cloaker and Domino. So when you kill one of them, the other one will kind of retreat and attach itself to like a giant snake So we want to kill the one on the right because the one on the right uses magic attacks and has high magic defense as well. And the guy on the left has pretty low magic defense, so gonna be super jumping for the fight because it counts as magic damage. So want to do 64 super jumps on the snake. Because of all the stuff going on in the fight, it does kind of lag a bit, so it does make super jumping a little bit awkward. So I was told that the window is also larger for super jumps here. And so this Carny Kiss is the only Carny Kiss you can block in the game. Any other ones done by other enemies, you can't block it. Alright, hopefully I counted right. I did not! I was barely short. I think I counted short by like 1 or 2 jumps. It's fine. Yeah. That's 2,500 health, so you would normally do 2520 damage, I think. Alright, Bowser's not used for the rest of the game now. Wait. Oh, I did do the eclipse right. Whoops. I did 63. Alright, thanks, Astrid. My mistake. Yeah, I definitely miscounted. Usually when I miscount, it's usually like tens digits, like... I'll let... Oh, whoops. So, Geno Blast. So I skill swapped it on in Barrel Volcano. So now we get this pink Geno sprite. Pretty neat. Alright, Mario hitting level 16, so that'll be his last level up. Now I gotta fight this jerk over here. So yeah, most of these fights, up until the red Shovel Knight looking boss, they'll pretty much just be using Geno Blast with Peach and then attacking with Mario. Stronger recolors within like 5 minutes of each other. Exactly. And the green Shovel Knight. I've heard that that's supposed to be yellow as well. We got the blue Shovel Knight and then the red one. Oh, and I guess the mallets that come with them are like slightly different recolors and are different names. So yeah, more text. The greatest Toad to ever do it. Somehow made it all the way to the factory. He actually gives you a rock candy after all this dialogue. It's really helpful. So yeah, the one rock candy I'm gonna throw at the red Shovel Knight, I hope that it freebies. We'll see though. Red and blue ninjas, the mallets and shovel knights. So after this fight, I gotta remember to do a menu. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a bad time against the red one. So I should also pull up a note. After you're getting it covered. Oh, the notes are not loading. Uh-oh. The red mallets. Oh. Well, yeah, they have a chance to do a counterattack when Well, the Shovel Knights have a chance to do a counterattack when they get hit, so I've been looking away from screen and then saw that he did a counter and I was like, oh, what the... Better not die. So yeah, I think he has 800 health, so 2 Geno Blasts and 1 Mario attack is like just enough. So yeah, it's random haiku by Bowser over there. And for camera movement, I'm gonna move to the left a bit here. I know, right? Alright, so I'm gonna be doing 39 super jumps here and then throwing a rock candy with Geno. Oh, okay, I guess I'm doing 14. So yeah, killing the mallets is really bad, because, if you kill the mallets, then, Mr. Shovel Knight here will do, Vigor up and Valor up. It takes a lot of time. Okay, I did a couple extra super jumps that time. Alright. Yeah, so the first jump from the super jump does, 8 following super jumps worth of damage. So if you drop a super jump, then, oh, whoops. Then when you're starting the super jumps again, then, you can count ahead by 8 when that happens. So yeah, no rock candy freebies at all, so gonna be doing the slowest strat for Gun Yolk. So I actually need the notes because I don't remember this one. So again, gonna enter from the left for camera movement again. Gun Yolk. There you go. Oh, okay, second slowest strat. Actually, never mind. Where's the sleepy bomb? Oh, there it is. Whoops. Alright, so I'm gonna untime boost Mario. Defend with Peach, I think. Then ultra jump to hit both at least once. There you go. And then Geno boost Peach. Peach throws the ice bomb. Kinda hoping that it freebies, but we'll see. Oh, it freebied. Mario attacks the factory chief. Geno throws rock candy. And then Shocker with Peach. Freebie, please. Oh. Alright, I actually got the time Shocker, so that's good. And then attack Gun Yolk, and he should be dead. Terror Pin? Close enough. Yeah, Terror Pin. Terror Pins were at the start, where I failed the manip at the beginning of the run. But still got, like, decent RNG. Alright, I'm gonna take a safety save just in case. Because final boss coming up, and could lose a lot of time if I make enough mistakes. We'll see. There was one marathon where I died at the very end of Smithy 2 and I lost like 10 minutes. It was pretty bad. that time I was like really sleep deprived like going into it because I forgot I had to like wake up really early for work and I didn't sleep that much, and then like my run was really late at night, so it was like the combo. So yeah. This time I feel great, so should be good. Famous last words should be good. Alright, so I'm gonna be doing the Ice Bomb strat for Smithy 1. So I'm gonna attack with Mario, and depending on his damage roll, we'll have to do a certain number of super jumps. So Mario rolls a 212 or higher, then can do 75 super jumps. If it's 194 to 210 damage, do 76 super jumps, and if I do 192 or less, then 77 super jumps. So every extra super jump that I have to do loses like 40 frames. So depending on the damage roll I get. Ooh, just short of the hot roll to do one less super jump. Alright, Defendant Peach. So I'm gonna be doing 76 super jumps. So again, Mendez, if you wanna cover.
All right, my opportunity to come in with some numbers and confuse you while you're trying to count. Excellent. We do have a donation, one donation. Could it be the last donation of the marathon? Hopefully not. From Blind Deaf Ref for $4.20. You know, a very specific number. I can't imagine why. With the comment, nice. And it would be nice if we get some more donations in before the very end. We are coming up to the very, very final moments of this marathon. We only have around about less than 10 minutes left of this run.
Yep, we're getting pretty close to the end. Alright, gonna heal everyone with Peach here. So yeah, I dropped it. I'm not sure how many I did. I think it was 40. Somewhere around 40. So when I start the next series of super jumps, I'll start counting from 48 because the first jump counts as 8 super jumps worth of damage. So I think that was good enough. Nice. But yeah, again, thank you all for donating. Yeah, definitely keep it coming. There's still time left. There's still time left.
There's still time.
I know I've been quiet during the super jumps. Just trying to focus, obviously, but been reading chat as much as I can. So definitely keep it up, yo. So yeah, it's the end of the first phase. So we wanted to end this fight on Peach's turn because, for whatever reason, at the start of the second phase, then you get one free turn before Smithy will transform. Whereas if I ended on like Gino's turn, then that probably wouldn't happen. So you had to do around like 900 damage worth before Smithy does anything. So this final phase, he has 8,000 HP. The first phase had 2,100. Yeah, 8,000. I will try to do 100 super jumps at least once in the fight. And I'm going to be doing a gamble to see if I can make use of the fire bombs afterwards. Which involves dropping the super jumps early on the second set of super jumps. If I get to that point. And then dropping it early and hoping that his head transforms to the chest head. All right, that's 100. So next one, I'll try to do about 33 super jumps. Nice freebie, though that may not matter. Hopefully he also doesn't kill Peach too. We'll see if that happens or not. Okay, I got the full time hit. I mistimed the block. That was my fault, actually.
While you're going for the super jumps, it seems like we're starting a little bit of a 420 train. We have another $4.20 donation with the comment nice times 2 from Apoc Vi.
Hey, let's go. Yeah, unfortunate. I tried to risk the gamble, but it didn't work out how I wanted it. But it's not over yet. Alright, okay, I'm gonna just see if I can show it off. This is gonna rely on quite a bit of luck though. Yeah, Maiden's been targeting Peach like constantly. Oh yeah, something weird to note as well is that so Peach's shocker being on the other screen, it only costs 2 FP, even though it shows that it's supposed to take 8. Alright, I'm gonna boost Peach. So I did this whole setup wrong, actually. Like, despite getting the gamble. Mostly because I was trying to, like, get Peach to be alive again. So I already ruined the gamble. Though he did finally transform eventually, but, oh, shoot. I'm out of FP, I forgot! Oh no! I can't even do the rest of it. It's fine, like, I'll pretty easily get through the fight. Plus I have this red essence. If, like, things actually go really badly. Alright, test that again. So I think, this next Super Flame should... Actually, I think I might barely not kill. Yeah. Do I have an item? I do not. Alright, for safety. Why not? Wow, all these red essence freebies. Like, never happens. Alright, I guess I'll do one more Super Flame for fun. So if you actually mash too fast with Fire Orb, Super Flame, and Ultra Flame, then your inputs will get dropped. Like how there was gaps in between my... Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah, so how there's gaps between those fireballs. I was mashing a little too fast. So you gotta press it at least like it's like one press per 8 frames. So for me, that's like, I have to mash like almost half of like my natural like mashing speed to be able to do it properly. Otherwise, yeah, it drops your input if you mash too fast. Or try to use a turbo controller, then it won't work. Low level envy. Where you actually need the red essences. Yeah, so yeah, I guess we can like call time at the credits if y'all want. So yeah, in marathons usually just call time either after the last hit on Smithy or after the final text box that will be coming up after these stars drop, I think. But yeah, with that, yeah, so I guess some like closing words I'll say real quick. So yeah, thank you everybody that tuned in to this event, and also to everyone that donated. It's like pretty wild. I actually don't know the donation numbers since I don't have the stream up, so I'll definitely let everyone else cover that later. But yeah, if you enjoyed yeah, there's a ton of people that usually join in the Mario RPG Discord, and usually their first question is probably has to do with doing 100 super jumps. So if you want to try your hand at it, go ahead. Yeah, everything's on Speedrun Live page, and yeah, also, yeah, if you want to also give me a follow too. Yeah, I'm Ryan Ford. Twitter and Twitch are both Ryan_Ford522. And yeah, I stream a variety of speedruns, and also occasionally Smash Bros. Melee. Sometimes in person, sometimes with netplay. And yeah, I gotta also give a shout outs to to everyone that was working on this marathon as well. And thank you all for having me for 2 runs since I did the backup run as well yesterday. Closing for 2 days is quite an honor as well. And, that's pretty much all I got to say. I'll definitely see y'all around, like in Discords and streams and stuff. So not going anywhere.
Oh, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, and thank you very much for closing both of these days with absolutely fantastic runs. We've sold another 2 tickets for the 420 train. 12C Coda and 12 Pidge. Pidge leaves the comment, "Oh yeah." So if anyone else wants to get in on the 420 train, then go ahead and get your donation in now. We have the time it takes for the credit to roll, and then this marathon will be over. We're going to be sticking with the stream for now, though, because we did meet the incentive to get a marathon total of at least $3,600, and that means we're going to be sitting through the Super Mario RPG credits here. We're going to be getting the other members of staff in to give some closing words for the marathon in a moment. So they will be hopping into the call when the credits start to roll. Do you have any last minute shout outs?
So additional shout outs. Yeah, everybody in chat, again, thank you all for the compliments too, and hanging out. Tons of familiar faces in here, just chilling and kicking it. So it's cool that y'all were able to keep us company too. Much appreciated. That's pretty much all I got to say. Additionally,
right. In that case, yeah, let's get the rest of the staff in here and do some closing remarks.
So yeah, it's pretty much just waiting on y'all. But yeah, the credits are from when they started, it's over 10.5 minutes, so it's gonna be quite a while. But they're pretty nice to look at. My one gripe is that my S video capture for my capture card stopped working recently, so my video quality is slightly worse. So I'm nitpicking that a little bit. So I had to switch to composite because of that.
It's absolutely fine. It's been an absolutely fantastic run. Another ticket for the Force Wednesday train to TGH Jr. with the comment A. And we have a $20 donation from Silverain64 with no comments. We do have a couple of staff members in the call now. If you want to introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Ember Cyprin. I was the head organizer for this event, and I want to first and foremost say thank you all so much for donating. You still have time to donate, but so far $3,741, which exceeded our original goal of $3,000 raised for Take This, and I cannot thank you enough, honestly. And we've got a couple of other folks with us as well, if you two want to introduce yourselves.
You first.
Okay, I guess I'll go. Hi, you've heard my voice a few times during this marathon. I am Final Flame. I ran yesterday during the Sonic 2 8-bit. But in terms of the actual marathon staff work I did, I was the head of scheduling as well as schedule coordination, which turned out to be quite a lot of work, more than I honestly expected, but it's been very satisfying. I greatly appreciate everyone that helped out with the marathon, from staff to all the volunteers, all the runners, all the people that donated, just anyone that was even in the stream watching or not even talking, just lurking. It is so appreciated. And it's been so nice seeing what we've been able to do. I'm kind of surprised at how much we raised. I honestly was not expecting it, but I'm proud of what we've done. I appreciate it.
And I am TGH. I am the owner of this channel, and I am supremely proud to be a part of this event. Like, seriously, it was an absolute honor getting to host it. Amber and company went super hard on this event, working up to it months beforehand, and I am just like, I'm super glad that it went so well. And thank you everyone here in the chat, the runners, the commentators, anybody who contributed to this event in any way, shape, or form, and everybody who donated as well. We owe y'all the biggest thank you ever. It's going really towards a great place for Take This.
Yeah, the cause is very, very important to me as someone who has struggled personally with mental health issues and challenges throughout most of my life. And yeah, like, I'd like to thank TGH or Jay, who is my partner and extremely supportive and graciously offered, or not even offered, but like, I asked, hey, can I use your channel to run a charity event? And he was like, yeah, sure, why not? And he let me use this channel this weekend to host this event, Fast Pace for Headspace. And since he won't plug himself, I'm going to plug him for him. He streams very, very late night Eastern time most days of the week. He usually starts between 1 and 2 a.m. Eastern time. Feel free to follow this channel that you're in right now. If you like 2D Zelda speedruns or just a chill atmosphere to hang out in. He does casual Fridays, has like, donation goals and stuff like that to, play certain, mostly like working through other 3D Zelda games right now casually. I think your current goal is Ocarina of Time. But he also does this really ridiculous Classic 7 Zelda run where he speedruns Zelda 1, 2, 3, or which is Link to the Past, Link's Awakening DX, because they're two very different speed games, and then both of the Oracle games, Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, back to back to back to back to back.
And now Minish Cap is probably going to be a part of that mix as well, so it's actually kind of the Classic 8 now.
Oh my god, we got the Zelda 8 now.
Yeah.
Mimicking the Sonic 8 now. I see what you're doing. I can't believe this.
I got inspired by Arctic.
Incredible. I also want to just extend a huge thanks to a number of staff members, some of which aren't here right now. First and foremost, Shane Kills in the chat, who is currently our restreamer right now and was our end restreamer for day one. Definitely huge shout outs for being one of the restreamers here. I really appreciate you. I also want to shout out the only kid who went to bed. Kid is actually the reason this is called Fast Pace for Headspace and not Thisathon. So it's very appreciated. They were a short notice host today. They've been extremely helpful, just kind of being an all-rounder, helping out with live setup and everything. Railcoon was our head of vetting and provided a lot of guidance and resources to me when I was putting together the vetting team and the vetting sheet, because we do, runner and commentator vetting for all of our events that, I head at least. And also Augendrocker Richard, who is both a colleague of mine along with Railcoon, also was the closing restreamer last night. I really appreciate you as well. Thank you for being a wonderful friend and a wonderful wonderful colleague. Everyone's just freaking out over the Thisathon. Yes, Thisathon was the dumbest name I could have come up with. Seriously. And
it would have worked though.
It would have for this channel.
It would have worked, but I think the ultimately the main reason we didn't go with that was because it could potentially somehow affiliate, or we didn't want to hint that we somehow might be affiliated with the organization, I think.
Yeah,
so,
no.
Yeah. So that is why we ultimately we needed another name, and it was Kid who came up with the name that we have currently, or that we ended up going with, Fast Pace for Headspace. So shout outs to them.
Yeah, like Railcoon in chat can confirm we were putting together some really stupid ideas for names, just spitballing until Kid was finally like, all right, here's a list of names I came up with, and Fast Pace for Headspace stuck out the most. And I wouldn't have it any other way, really. And yeah, thank you so much. Like, we raised money for Take This, which is a mental health support charity for the gaming community. I'm going to just go ahead and read our blurbs and tell you all what your money is going to and why it's important. So Take This's mission is to decrease the stigma and increase the support for mental health in the game enthusiast community and inside the game industry. And their vision is a game community that welcomes and supports people experiencing mental health challenges and that recognizes the humanity and mental health of game creators, which, as someone who has, like I said, I've struggled with mental health challenges a lot, both in gaming and also in speedrunning. And I know too many people who have also dealt with similar things. And I just, it was really important to me that we supported their programs like the AFK rooms and AFK Online, like quiet staffed mental health spaces that started back in 2014, workshops, trainings, consulting services, everything focused on mental health literacy, maintaining good boundaries, and supporting employees through tough times, as well as their streaming ambassador program. So once again, I think the credits have rolled, right? I haven't been looking at stream, right? I see the end.
They're on the end
We're
screen
at
now.
the end.
Okay. But yeah, so if you don't understand certain mental health challenges, or if you know someone with mental health challenges that you don't quite grasp, I recommend you educate yourself. There's plenty of resources that Take This. I'm gonna go ahead and type the command in chat. Their website offers a number of resources that can help educate you and help you to be a little more empathetic or just a little more understanding. And I think a little of that goes a long way. And I'm saying that as someone who was very chronically misunderstood growing up, so just thank you, really. And also, Mendez, you were staff for this. You're the master of spreadsheets around here.
That is my role, yep.
Our production schedule, our vetting sheets, just so many different sheets. Odds are they were put together by Mendez, or like they were like fragments of other working things that Mendez stitched together into something amazing. As well as the ability of turning a Google Sheet into basically an online dashboard. If you've ever heard of NodeCG, know that it is a mess of code, and a lot of larger scale events use it to change all the information on the screen. So like, you know, runner names, game, category estimate, all that good stuff. Usually NodeCG can handle that. We don't have access to that, but Mendez came up with an amazing solution that this was basically the alpha test for, so thank you so much for creating that. That made things so much easier. And I also want to just thank Ryan Ford one more time for closing out both yesterday and today. So thank you so much for offering 2 incredible runs for that.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
It is my pleasure. And do any of you have any final words to say before we start rolling the credits and, you know, go to our day 3 intermission?
I think you covered it all.
Yeah, pretty much. Just again, from the bottom of my heart and from the bottom of our hearts, just thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for the incredible generosity.
One more exclamation point donate in the chat.
Yes, that campaign will probably close tomorrow morning because I'm tired. I'm extremely tired. It's been a very long weekend. I will close that in the morning, so you can still donate. And yes, chicken Alfredo. Which
Chicken Alfredo.
I
Don't
need
get
to
me
figure out
started
some
on
food.
chicken Alfredo.
It's been so good this weekend has. But I think that's gonna do it for us. We're gonna turn to the day 3 closing screen and stick around, watch the end credits. It would be very much appreciated if you saw all of the wonderful people who helped make this event possible. I can't thank them enough. So just stick around for just another minute or so, and we're also going to send you all over to another wonderful speedrunner in the form of a raid, so send all this positive energy their way. And thank you all so much, and have a great rest of your night.
Peace.